All right. You can hear? All
Yeah,
right.
here we go.
Welcome along to Game 4 of the BHL Finals. We've got Big Punch Dog, his pylons in a 2-1 hole to the Toe Dragons. What are you going to do to square it up to 2-2 today?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, Game 4. We're going to do one of two things. We're either going to win or we're going to learn. And we're either going to win and push it to Game 5, or we're going to learn, and we're going to learn what we need to do for next year to come back. And we got one more kick of this can before we hit the reset button.
So that's thanks for that one there, Mr. Captain of the team and Captain Obvious.
Oh no, I'm not the captain at all. We got Captain Serious down there. He's our captain for sure.
There we go.
He's our leader. I'm just a role guy on that team, and just like you, I'm a role guy. You stepped in and do some commentary tonight, which I
try my best. That's why I'm like fourth cab off the rank. I don't even know who's captaining the team, so I'm about to comment on. Just figured big boss of the league had to get the C2 for sure. All right, we got Benny strolling into live TV. What's happening?
Boy, how you doing? This is Benny. This is Benny, the keeper of the cups, and brought the cups here tonight. But yeah, no, I'm ready to go.
I hope he touched them both for bad luck. Get involved, Benny. We're like missing a commentator. So yeah, I guess that'll set the scene for that there. I distinctly agreed to do this and said someone else can do the play-by-play, and that someone else is not here. So that just goes to show you never trust a goaltender.
Bring it up on your phone. You should be able to get the rosters.
Yeah, no, I got it. I just want to be staring at my phone during the stream.
Well, that's it. The rest of the time, it's just audio. Yeah. And Curtis should be here shortly.
All right, we've got some boys on their knees putting pucks in a bin, so that means we're almost about to start. Set the scene here after a tight, intense game one going 1-0 to the Pylons. The Toe Dragons have responded with 2 4-1 blowouts in games 2 and 3, so naturally the Pylons will be looking to keep things tight, get pucks in deep, make sensible passes, mark their men, or it's a beer league, maybe they'll just do none of that and run around like really fast headless chickens. Either of those things could happen. That's part of the fun. Yeah, still waiting for Curtis Crothwaite to come join us, so I assume that he's elbows deep on Hockey Monkey looking at possible goaltender gear personalizations, because that is what they all do. He's got a possible series clinching game himself, exact same narrative after going down 1-0. His Coqs up 2-1 in their series. Speaking of the man himself, here we go. Sensational. Thank God I don't have to do play-by-play now.
Oh, I'm just here for the play.
Welcome to the booth.
Alrighty, there we go. We've got the draw, and it looks like we've got the Toe Dragons controlling. Puck across D to D. And we've got coming up here, that looked offside.
Looked offside to the men in stripes too. His watch might not be working, but his eyes sure are. That's to get you, not the referees, by the way.
Well, my eyes never work anyways as goalie,
No, I was just saying to everyone that I assumed you were basically elbow deep in Hockey Monkey looking at possible goalie gear customization.
All right, here comes Polizov. He's got the puck up. Moves it into the zone. Turned over to Toe Dragons as they move up. Going behind the net. And wheeled back. Up to the point. Turned over. Puck is out of the zone. Yeah. I'm just going to pull up my roster list so I know whose number belongs to who.
I've got them open. I wasn't prepared to admit that I was going to do the exact same thing myself, but here we are.
Yeah, they're Atwell with a shot wide of the net.
10-2. That's what ends up happening when I'm at the rink as often as I can be, but the Boucherons tend to play one game and then spend a full game still in the sheds drinking after it. So you miss watching a lot of hockey that way.
Alrighty, excellent. So we've got the that happens with all of us, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And just back and forth hockey. Nobody's really taking control right now. We've got the Toe Dragons losing the puck in their own zone. Or sorry, the Pylons losing, but they've re-collected it.
Now going end to end with no shots so far. It's basically like a glorified game of force back on ice. I guess. Sorry, that's a very Kiwi reference. There we go.
Nice shot on. And let me just...
First one, it's a powerful shot when it almost sweeps the shooter off his own feet.
Let me try to get these rosters up. Yeah. I keep clicking on these things and it's not working for me. Apologies too.
Of course, the next fun layer is knowing that the Pylons basically have different numbers for their red or black jerseys, so depending on which ones are displaying on the site, you're going to either get them by the right names after all that effort, or you're just going to call them all by the wrong ones. You'll know you've definitely caused havoc if you give any of Punchy's assists to anyone else. You'll be hearing about it.
Well, absolutely. That's the league manager's right, of course, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Alrighty, so let's get back to the play here. We've got Toe Dragons moving it up. Marku on the right-hand side. I have to look at my fingers for that. And here we move. Again, turning the puck over in the zone. And nice shot, save by Chaba. Off shot from the point. We're back to the point. Nice move. but turns over the puck. Now we've got a 3-on-1 coming back the other way with Polozov being squeezed out into the corner. Nothing coming out of it as the Toad Dragons recover the puck and move on up the zone. And play at the line interrupted, but a good opportunity. Another good save by Chubba Jr. And the Pylons just dump it in. Now we've got Somerville on the forecheck there, but doesn't do anything with that as we've got number 7 moving through the zone here. Now we've got Green moving the puck up. Nice lead play. We've got a 2-on-2 developing, but turned into a 1-on-2. Nice shot on Kennedy. Easy save.
Yeah, still did very well to get away the shot off there with 2 men encroaching, but you're really going to have to place the puck perfectly to beat Canada from that kind of angle. Been on form, I believe, he was the first star of the game, either game 2 or 3. My frantic research 15 minutes before the game has betrayed me, but it's definitely one of them.
Fair enough. All right, the Pylons managed to keep the puck in the zone.
Yeah. Which is good going when you can grab a star and a 4-1 win as opposed to a tight one as a goalie. Shows that you still did.
Look at Atwell
lifted
coming
plenty.
up 3-on-2. Now he made that one out of himself. Nice drop pack. Oh, good shot, but wide. Alrighty, puck in the center ice zone. As we've got Simon moving the puck across to McDonald and into the zone. And that looks to be an icing call.
Oh. The all too rare as hen's teeth's icing in the BHL. They've done their best to rule them out, but he's still figured out how to do it.
Well, I think that's just because the puck moves so slow here at Avondale with the ice conditions, to be fair.
Yeah, that and the whole and the blue line thing. Playing Winter League has certainly been a shock to the system again.
All right, draw back to the point, and that was a shot blocked, but Jackson was maintaining control for a little while, but the Toad Dragons come back the other way, and we've got another drop pass. Jackson, gets picked off and behind the nets. Now we got the puck tied up in the corner. And what do we got going on here? Jackson pulls the puck out and reverses up the boards. All right, and then back we're in. Nice quick shot on goal. And puck cleared out of the zone. And back to play it is the Toad Dragons. And clear it in, but no icing ruled. And again, they turn it over in the zone.
It's been a pattern. I think that's like about 3 or 4 turnovers by the Pylons already, just struggling to break out, and pressure probably.
Oh, here comes Polozov.
That's it, though.
1-on-1. And shot blocked by the stick, but up into the netting. Normally that's a stoppage in play, but not in the BHL.
We've got a stoppage in play now just to talk about how having a human breakout in the form of Polozov can make an idiot out of even an experienced commentator, let alone someone doing it for his first game and trying to talk about a narrative there. But it did feel like the Pylons were kind of showing a little bit of desperation in some of those failed breakout passes, but just get it on that man's stick, and that's an easy way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, number 20 I don't have on my my score sheet, so I'm not sure who he is. It looks like he's got a quite wide sleeve on his jersey compared to everybody else. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, it looks like the Beer League special player in a goalie jersey.
All right, there's Summertime in front, but he couldn't hold on to it.
And it's always, we had one of those in my team as well, and it's always, to add to the extra irony, it's always the guy who would weigh about 60 kg dripping wet that gets the goalie jersey too. Whereas me, I think I could probably do a job of filling it out.
Yeah, sometimes as a goalie you get given a jersey that's like a player's large, and you're like, how am I supposed to get this on over my gear?
Yeah, I definitely felt your pain. I had about half the year off for holidaying, just thought I'd get a brag in the live stream here, and came back sort of, at the beginning of January to join the team halfway through the season, and the only shirt they had left was a medium, so they're like, you get to do 2 or 3 months of the season in a tank top, That was fun.
Oh, Summertime giving up the puck there. And it's back. Brooks got it. And she smartly just moves it up to Dwayne Mackey. And now we've got the puck in the corner there, outside the zone. That looked offside to me, actually. I think he kind of dipped it back in, but
I think he went out but didn't go all the way back over the blue again. Went out
fair.
and then into the blue. So just avoided that.
We don't need any stoppages in play. Oh, now we got it. And a little bit of a late shot there.
Yeah, fortunately the shot was wide, or else that might have gotten a few of the boys fired up. Old hockey etiquette there.
That's right. So Dalmato took that shot. Now he's off to the bench.
Yeah, he's going to sit there and think about what he did for a bit.
We've got Atwell on the draw, losing it to Polozov, but then it kind of got caught up in some feet there. So here we've got Polozov again with the puck. Well, it looks like he stepped on something there. Didn't look like a trip to me, but hard to see from this angle.
Yeah, he was far away enough from the blue line. Normally that's the slippery part.
All right. And here we go. We've got Polozov with the breakaway. Oh, and a hooking penalty called on it, but there's a gain control. Now that was a very, very obvious hook there by Petty, so I can't see any argument. Oh, he's shaking his head.
Yeah, it's some people are always going to find a way to argue the more obvious. So obvious to who? It's a state of mind thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I think there was definitely no choice but to make that call. Maybe even a case for a penalty shot. But here we are,
So
4 on 5.
Pylons control the puck after the Dragons win it off the face-off. It looks like we've got their first unit out with Polozov and Green. Although I think it's being quite generous to call Green at the first line. Unit face-off. Puck is out of the zone.
I've got no comment to make. I'm not out here trying to get fired the first game I do. Other way, Moses joining them. He's definitely first line worthy.
Yes. All right, there's Green. He's got the puck. Push the puck in the zone. Kept in, blocked at the point. And here comes Atwell. And he's making a good play on the penalty kill there.
Definitely the most effective way to kill a penalty. Get in the other team's zone.
And Polozov with speed, comes up, loses the puck, but they get a shot wide. And he picks it up in the corner, passes it back to himself. A nice little check behind the net. And after thinking about it for a while, Richie gives the checking penalty.
Yeah, Richie looked at that for a while, probably thought he was reffing NZIHL, and then realised that's right, I'm reffing a non-check league, and threw the arm up.
I think he asked the question, would I deliver that hit or not?
Yeah, that's certainly a benchmark. If Richie would have pulled the brakes up on that one, anyone else has got to go to the box.
So he got a 5-on-3.
5-on-3 for 48 seconds.
Yeah. And look at that. They win the face-off, but then they lose the puck. So, and look at that speed going in there. He throws it back. That's an excellent way to kind of kill a little bit of time there by Dalmato. So, and they fling it the whole length of the ice. Shove it going out to play that to Polozov. Polozov's going to do the Connor McDavid thing and just speed up the ice, I think, here. Ooh, that's a questionable offside. I'm not sure that was offside as such, but nobody's complaining, so we'll go with it. So we've got a face-off on the left-hand side here. Polozov's going to take it. We've got Summertime in Cam Green's position.
Yeah, that'll also see an end to the first penalty.
Yeah.
That's still a minute of conventional power play time for the Pylons to try and make the most of. Oh, we've lost the puck into the benches.
That would probably have been a penalty in the AHL.
Oh no, it was just a case of faulty ring construction. It hit the hit the plastic and
Okay.
And
It
shot
looked like
in.
me. It kind of went over the top cleanly, but maybe I'm wrong there.
No, he
That's
definitely found a gap in the construction.
All right, so Hay comes back to play the puck. He hasn't decided what he's going to do with it, but he flings it up the boards. And Blake Jackson kind of carries the puck, transports it on his backhand into the zone. And the Toe Dragons easily gain control and then lose control. And we've had a little bit of trouble there behind the net, but here comes Dalmato. He's got lots of speed, so we'll see what he does here. That was a little bit of a hook by Summertime, but similar to the one that got the penalty, but referees didn't see it there. All right, firing it in. A nice backhand and a shot. Good save by Chaba. A little bit of a fight in the corner there. They flick it out to Summertime at center. Makes a nifty little move there and keeps that puck away from the Dragons. Gets in the zone. He maintains control. Tries to get across to Mackey, but no go there. And Atwell comes back up the ice the other way. 2-on-3, but they still manage to get that puck centered. All right, Mackey's got the puck at center, but loses it almost immediately. All right. And there's O'Sullivan putting the puck into the corner and then losing it again. We've got it. Not sure who's got the puck here. We've got the puck on the boards. A little bit of a scrum going on, but it looks like the Dragons have got control. And Hay picks that puck up at the opposite blue line and clears it in. Now we've got a scrum on the other side. Atwell comes up with the puck. And a nice little nifty toe drag there. Fake shot, moves around the guy. Oh, and a goal as he nails the top corner.
Yeah, banked it in top side, I think. So Chubba would definitely want that one back. He'd been made some very good saves earlier in this period, but unfortunately, as you goaltenders know, you'll tend to rue the ones that don't go in, and no one will praise you for the good saves. Apart from that, tough life.
That's the end of the period there as well. So we're into our first intermission. Marco's over to have a little discussion here.
Probably, maybe, I don't know if he got an assist on that or not, but maybe just getting an early word in the score bench's ear.
Yeah, often I try to get an assist for myself. Never works, but
it's a tough one, right? Now that we're at intermission, speaking that goalies are up, have you seen like how? I mean, the NHL has goal songs that are kind of just team songs, and now some teams are doing, like, I think the Capitals were the first to do it. They've done like individual goal songs.
No.
Would you want like a save song?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What song would you pick for like it? Would you just go something quite rock and roll, or would you go for like a pun, like a song that has stop or save in it?
I would probably go for something a little bit ironic, like Another One Bites the Dust.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that, and like, I can imagine, because players are already annoyed enough when you've robbed them. Imagine like the same sound dropping every time a save gets made on them.
That would be beautiful.
I think you'd have to restrict it to maybe just glove saves or saves that stop the play, because it'd be a bit annoying if you've like kicked one to the corner and you're still getting 6 seconds if another one bites the dust every time.
Absolutely, it has to be when things stop.
Whistle only, but there we go.
All right, so we got Polozov pulls it back, but the Toe Dragons gain control.
Maybe for season 12 we'll make it a world first, save songs.
That's right, yeah, absolutely. Another shot into the breadbasket.
Yep, Chubba proving that you can't worry about the last one. You've just got to save yourself another.
That was a good shot from Bergel.
Yeah, no comments yet on the live stream, but I see our one set to top chat, so I don't know, maybe people are trying to comment, but the algorithm's just deciding that they're shit chat, or maybe there's no comments at all, but drop us a comment and see if you can get it considered top enough for me to reference.
Alrighty, we've got another draw here, and kind of lazily goes back where Hay picks it up and clears it up the boards, and down and out. Looks like it's going to be icing. As Burgle gets back to the face-off dot there. That was a good rule there to take away the no-touch icing in the NHL. A lot safer to play the puck.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's, I agree. I have nothing really intelligent to add.
All right, fair enough. I don't usually have anything intelligent to add. So here's Green picking up the puck, pushes it forward to Polozov. Polozov into the zone, across. Nice little pass there. And Mackey mixing it up there. Probably a little bit of roughing. And Simon has the puck, and he takes it behind his own zone, moves it across to McDonald, but loses it immediately to Polozov, and fires it into the corner where Cam was calling for it, and a shot wide, which quite often happens. And I think Cam was yelling shoot there, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I'm hearing from Green.
Yeah, coming with all the analysis of a drunken NHL fan watching his team's power play.
Indeed. All right, so we've got Jackson picks up the puck, and he's 2-on-4, just kind of clears it in. And over in the corner is Polozov. He takes the puck away. And that's Somerville to Green. And that's a BHL Founders connection. Doesn't go anywhere though. And back behind the net, and a little bit of a hook there, but they let it get away with it. And here the Toe Dragons come on out with Koptiv. Turning in the corner, looking for a centering feed to Dalmato, but nothing doing. And back the other way. And a nice little 1-on-3 move. Somehow makes its way back to Canada. Now we'd love to count that as a save as a goalie, but didn't look like that was going to be on net.
Looked like it was going a bit wide, but I guess he'll claim anything as gloves his. Shot off the face-off by Moses there. Love that play as a centerman, because you do it once, and then any time you lose a face-off for the rest of the game, you just tell the boys that you were trying to tap it forward.
I personally think it's a wasted play, but that's because I save them all the time. And that puck is into the stands for a souvenir for the fans. It looks like over there that Drake Farmer sitting with Craig Furter, they weren't in a hurry to go grab that puck though.
No, absolutely, and so the guy wearing the Ice Blacks jersey might be the one candidate to actually keep a souvenir from a BHL game.
That's right. And hey, moves the puck around to Brooke. Brooke doesn't get control of it. So Toe Dragons have it. And here we go, moving the puck up. We've got O'Sullivan kind of clear, trying to get through two people, but unable to do so. I need to tell Ethan to get to that crappy changing room. I grabbed the good one.
Yeah, I thought he was just trying to say hello to me, but he's just actually looking out for his own selfish interests.
Nice shot by Jackson.
Yeah, but enough about my heartbreak. Back to the play-by-play. Toe Dragons really piling it on, trying to put this game to bed early.
All right, Drake and I are having a little argument over. Huh? My stuff's already there. Okay. All right. Apparently, we're doing a changing room swap, and I have to deal with the curling equipment again. Fun.
It's the charms of beer league, sorting out the logistics of your game or commentating on another. But that's the price you pay for your season still being alive.
All right, we've got. Have you ever tried to move goalie equipment into that changing room?
Absolutely not. I refuse to touch goalie equipment in case it has some sort of curse that turns me into a goalie.
Probably will too.
Yeah.
All righty, so we got Polozov coming up the ice, trying to tie it up here with Mackey and Jackson. A shot wide, although that looked more like a pass to me to Mackey, but Mackey was not paying attention. I'll have to let him know as he's on my Winter League team. But he needs to be more aware of where the puck is at, you know?
You know, it's always good to actually know where the puck and your players are.
Pulls off in summertime coming in. Long shot.
Yeah, both at the same time can be a real winning combination.
All right, we've got Brook coming in. Nice keep in by Brook.
Bounces out.
Puck gets lost out.
You know, Pylon's just desperately looking to try and seize back a bit of momentum here. The two power plays that they didn't score off at least did do a good job of, I felt they still carried the momentum through the rest of the first period, but until they got scored on a breakaway against or on a play, I really felt. But that and the period ending was really not the best combo for them, because it's been mostly Toe Dragons in this second. So see what the Pylons can do to get themselves back into this game and this series.
All right, so Dalmato with the puck drops it back to Hay. Obviously Hay's not on his team, but and then Summertime tries to clear, but that is intercepted, and Summertime picks that puck up yet again. It looks like we've got a comment on the chat there. As the Pylons try to get close to Canada, but are unable to. Now here comes Dalmato coming back.
Mike Dobbs says, doing a good job there, fellas. I'm just going to assume that's for us and say thank you.
So Dalmato with the goal, as he cuts across the middle and just kind of puts up a floater that Chava would probably like to have back there.
Yeah, definitely. He's probably made some of the hard saves this game and then let in two that he probably wouldn't like to see on any highlight reel again soon. Sometimes that's the way it sometimes that's the way it breaks.
I find when the player is cutting across the middle there, you have to remind yourself to be a bit more patient than you otherwise would, because it's hard to get back to where you came from.
So you're talking about sort of tracking the puck and effectively almost tracking yourself out of the net?
Yeah, well, if you move at the speed of the puck, you kind of open a hole there on the side where the puck came from. All right, that seems to have given the Dragons a bit of life here.
Okay, I don't know how I'm going to apply that to my life as a skater. Try and hypnotize a goalie to move with me.
Now, what you want to do is you want to move from left to right across the middle of the ice if you can.
Yeah.
And as a player, you want to stop them from doing it.
Yeah, no, I can move across the ice in theory, but as you say, the whole players trying to stop me from doing it thing has always kind of tripped me up in my career.
And of course, if you're a player and a guy's trying to move across the middle, make sure that you take him down. So
that part I can do just by purely standing in the way. And I should add that when I say career, the commas are heavily inverted.
All right, so Toe Dragon's got the puck in the corner, and that was Kladek. And as we move up, there's Simon pushing the puck up through the middle, and a good hard shot by Vesey. And Polozov has it, and he's going to move the puck forward to center, but loses it and picks it up once again. As the Pylons make a bit of a change. That's a nice hard shot over the net. Probably saw a little bit of daylight at the top corner there. Brook has the puck back in the corner, being chased by Marku. Now the Dragons have to wait while Marku gets back on side again. And we've got a little scrum up here in the corner, and it looks like this time that the Dragons have come out with it. But now Brooks managed to free the puck for herself. And we've got a penalty coming up.
Get another very obvious cross check.
And here comes Jackson up to Mackey. Mackey across, gives that puck up at the blue line, and that will be good for the penalty. As we have Michael Kladek coming on over. Is that his penalty, or is he just arguing it? Yeah, number 20 is coming into the box. I don't have him on our.
Yeah, again, just baggy goalie jersey, really representing 90s hip hop with the baggiest jersey you could possibly find.
All right, so this is where Pylons really need to score here. Polozov with the drawback to and across to Hay, and a nice hard shot on net. And Toe Dragons clear the puck. Dalmato wins the race into the corner and is going to start killing some time. Throws it back into his own zone, where McDonald just leisurely has a little skate back behind his own net. Canada is relaxing on the post, which is a good way to be on a penalty kill.
Yeah, definitely very confident in his defenseman's ability of negating the forecheck if he's just chilling on the post as it's potentially happening. But, yeah, got to have faith in the boys. Oh.
And we knocked Dalmato out of the building, out of the rink. That was Andrew Hay with a nice little, we're going to call it check, eh?
Yeah, only the finest construction here at Avondale Gardens. Yeah, certainly, well, all jokes aside, very good to see him skating back to the bench after that incident. Could have turned out a lot worse, but we can laugh about it now that he's skating back with hopefully a smile on his face.
So no penalty called on the play. It looks like Mike had his hand up but has changed his mind on it.
It's one of those ones, right, where I think if the door had stayed shut, you might actually look at that as a check, because it looked like it could have been either just incidental contact or a check in a non-check league. But I think that going through the door makes it look so much worse than it is, that maybe the referee is kind of a bit fooled by that too. Who knows?
And also a little known fact that the referee's job is to check all the boards before play starts. All the doors, making sure that they shut. All right, Polozov's got the puck up here.
Well, it's ironic. It was ironic that door popped open, because when our old school hip hop fan went into the box, I thought that the penalty box door might not have been shut too well, but we ended up sending someone through one of the other doors.
Yeah, that'll likely happen. We've got the power play is over. Brooks got the puck. She moves it up to Polozov. Nice little pass. Nifty play.
And of course, I forgot, we only do stop clock if the game's within 2 or 3 in playoffs, I forget, in the last 5 minutes of the third period. So that penalty time was actually rolling while someone was fell through the door. So that's an incredibly effective and brand new way to kill a penalty, is fall out a door and kill 30 seconds off the penalty.
Absolutely. That's what I thought yesterday when Moon took the post off of my net when he was killing the penalty. I thought that was quite a clever move.
Yeah, you've got a hockey's...
We've got a penalty here. I didn't see what happened, but we've got Hoppy pointing his finger. And we've got that was Atwell giving a little bit of a punch to Green.
And I think it is Atwell heading to the penalty box for the first time. He definitely knows the way there.
And as does Green.
Yeah, probably penalties washing each other out. Boys still haven't quite finished with their discussion quite yet. We might have the best seat in the house here for the... if we get bored of the hockey game, we can probably start commentating on the National Debating Championships.
We should Paul Green up here and get him to do a penalty box interview.
I already before you got here, I really fluffed my lines doing the pre-match interview, so why not a mid-game interview for me to try and redeem myself?
Yeah, go for it. Go get him.
I don't think he doesn't. Well, he seems to be more in a shouting mood as opposed to a talking mood. He's
done it to plenty of players before. It's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Go get him. You get him. Alrighty, so we've got a 4-on-4 situation. Really opens up the ice. Dalmato comes in and fires the shot off the shin pads. And across the blue line, nice little block of slave by Chaba. And Canada decides to negate the icing by playing the puck. And we've got the Toe Dragons reversing the play and coming up. Nice pass through the legs. You really got to receive that pass a little bit better. And Pylon control the puck. And that's Simon pushing the puck across Dalmato in front of the net. Easy save by Chaba. And now we've got Blake Jackson controlling the puck in his own zone, but flipping it out. And there was a really weak shot.
Was that a shot?
I don't know what that was. That was. I've seen grandmas with harder shots than that, or clearance, whatever you want to call it. Dump in.
Yeah, sort of a dump in to just generally the dump into the old dump into the hash marks.
Pulls off, picked up the puck there, and then we've got a penalty coming up. So what does Richie have? He's got a penalty on the pylons here. So somebody's going to be joining Cam in the box in a couple of moments as the Toad Dragons just kind of circle around the zone. That's a really good shot in front, and Canada just finally realized that there's a penalty being called and went to the bench.
Yeah, it took them a while to get the message to him, but.
And we've got 0-0 and 5-5 in the box.
Yeah. It's going to be a very brief 4-on-3 with only 15 seconds remaining on
we got 10 seconds left in the period, so they're going to have to do something quick. So we've got Claddock on the draw. And then let's see where they're fighting right off the get-go. A little bit argy-bargy there. Puck cleared into the corner, and Dragons push it out front. A little bit slow to react, and shot after the whistle there.
Oh, just all kinds of etiquette going out the window here. It's definitely a feisty one. Exactly what you'd expect with one team already casting their eyes to this beautiful piece of silverware and another one fighting to see if they can stay alive to have a crack at it on Thursday.
All right, so we've got 2-0 game. Going into the third period, when do you pull the goalie?
Ooh. Why not? 3-4 minutes. If I think you got to wait for stop time because you don't want the puck just dying down there and running time off. But I think once you get into that last 5 minutes where the clock's going to stop anyway off icings, etc., then I think anything's game there. Depend on, I think, obviously your first offensive face-off with your top line ready to go, maybe, that sort of situation.
Yeah, so let's do a little shout-out to the crew that we have here at Avondale Gardens. We've got down in the score bench there, we've got Jaden Pert, we've got Chris Noble, and we've got Ben, what's his last name? I can't remember.
Oh, I'm blanking, and he's on my Winter League team, which is Ben Cottingham is his name. Sensational Winter League player. We're going to miss him when he's shooting off. He'll be off to Melbourne soon. Already sorely missed on the Hawks.
And then we've got Emma Child on the camera.
Yeah, definitely the Hawks' influence across this because that's my captain on camera. So, and we've just got me on a mic.
And then we got Ty Arton updating the scores and doing all the hard work on the computer. Well, we sit here and blow hot air.
Yeah, we've got I've definitely got the easiest job. You've got the play-by-play, which is probably the harder of these two jobs. I'm literally just doing what I'd be doing at any hockey game, which is talking absolute rubbish when there's a gap to fill, but there's just a microphone in front of my face this time.
And to your benefit, you get to talk to somebody instead of yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's always nice. I mean, sometimes you do need to find intelligent conversation, and talking to yourself is a way to do that, but it's also... the doctors are upping my meds every time they see me at a hockey game, so no, this is good.
All right, so Vesey has the puck. He tried to pass it across, but he lost it to Hay, but the Dragons managed to maintain control on this power play. A nice hard shot in, and the rebound goes up into the netting, but that stays live. And there's Atwell with the puck, moving it back to the point. Burgle with a shot that's blocked. And he almost kept it in the zone, but he clears it back. And and Burgo fell.
I told you blue lines were slippery.
Oh, and Green almost had a goal. Too bad he couldn't actually shoot the puck. I think he's going to need a do-over on that one.
Yeah, for sure. It's I don't know if you moved to New Zealand early enough to see Minty's ads, but that was all there's a couple of Minty's moments there, both with the clearance and the follow-up. I think to be fair on Cam, which I'm going to try and do because I want to play season 12, he was just probably so surprised to see the puck come to him. Not much time to try and react and throw it in.
I'm not as generous to Cam as that. I think he saw the big old net and saw the pot of gold, and he's like, I need it. Yeah. And he didn't actually look to see where the puck was.
See, folks, this is what happens when teams generally need goaltenders more than they need a Division 2 centre. The difference in attitudes to how we can treat the boss.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we got Summertime with the puck on the boards. He's trying to pin it and then take it out, clears it out, and Polozov out of the box. And we're back to 5-on-5. Now, the Dragons have 17 shots in this game to the Pylons 11. So the Pylons really need to up that shot count. But that's a good cover-up by Chubba Jr. there. There's probably a couple shots on goal there. But they're only going to count one. That's typical for goaltending. They don't give you all your saves because they can't see the rebound. All right, so we've got the face-off to the right of Chaba. We've got Polozov and D'Amato. And Pylons win, and Brooke is tripped up by D'Amato. And she's got the puck now and immediately hands it over to the Dragons so that the Pylons can start with a puck in the offensive zone, I guess.
Or perhaps just maybe wasn't aware the arm was up. D'Amato's the guy with the greatest photo in NZIHL history, right? Is that the guy?
I'm not sure. Let's take a look at that.
I think he's basically, yeah, that's him. He basically did our very own Brandon Tanev impersonation.
Nice. All right, so Kladek trying to get the puck along the boards, but the puck goes into Polozov with a hard shot and a good toe save, and here comes Kladek, and a little soft shot on Chaba there. And Kladek picks up the puck in the corner there. So on that play there, Kladek was skating more like he skates when he plays inland in hockey. That was a horrible stride. I'll let him know later.
It's weird. I love the beer league players in this. We've got another one in the Hawks who just looks like the most awkward skater. He probably still moves over the ice faster than most people in that grade, despite looking like one of the most awkward. It's amazing. And same thing there. He definitely
Polozov tripped by the ice.
Can't say much. He can skate like at least twice as fast as me, despite looking like that.
And despite what you might be seeing from here, the ice looks pretty choppy to me, so it's understandable that he would have caught a groove there. And he just kind of slides that into Canada for the stoppage in play.
Yeah, no, the Toe Dragons doing a great job of killing penalties overall, though. They love playing that keep-away game and seem to still be able to find the time and the composure to do it. It's working out well for them.
Alrighty, so we've got a draw. Probably only one of a few to the left of Canada this game. Most of the face-off's been in the other end. All right, McDonald with the puck, moving it up. He's got Vicia on the right-hand side, but decides to fire it in instead. Jackson moves it up to Summertime, and he gives it back to Jackson. A little give and go, freeing Jackson for a little 3-on-3 action. And Jackson's got the puck at the point, flips it into the corner.
Certainly a really pretty play to get going up ice, but two of the defensemen probably caught watching just how pretty it was to make it only turn on to a 3-on-3 during a man advantage. Failed to capitalize on that a little.
D'Amato tripped by himself in the corner, but I think there's going to be a penalty from the back ref on that play. Yeah,
well, we're at even strength for all of about 5 to 10 seconds there, and now the special team battle rages on here.
I can understand from the ref's angle there that he might have thought it looked like a trip, but from where you and I are seeing right here, I can see that the stick was nowhere near, and he just fell going into the boards.
Yeah, it definitely seemed to catch an edge, and especially given that the closer ref was happy to just let play continue, and it was a big arm up from the back ref. Probably could have let the closer ref handle that one.
All right, Toe Dragons, Dalmato gets the puck out to the point, across to the other side, and Simon has the puck under control, but then he loses it. Okay, we've got a break here with Moses going in. Oh, nice defensive play by Simon, and Kennedy holds on for the face-off. It's always a good thing when you're on the penalty kill to have a draw in the other zone, especially with running clock.
Yeah, not cool. Wow, running clock's not helping the pylons at the moment, though. They'll be wanting that clock to stop at any opportunity they can get it to.
Absolutely true. Now, here we got Polozov giving a pretty good whack.
I guess that. Oh, they're about to be another player down as well. Just when I was about to say the first thing they want to do is probably kill the penalty, make sure they stay in the game.
Atwell is still down. Okay, now he's kind of getting up and skating forward. He's not looking happy there. I think he's going through to the box. So hopefully...
he definitely looked at trying to join the play and then thought better of it and headed to the bench instead. And he's still hunched over, so hopefully he'll be all right here. But his team will have 45 seconds of 5-on-3 time, which will be absolute. I believe, in fact, the pylons want to call a timeout to talk it over, because it will be crucial for them to get out of jail with this if they want to stay in this series.
So slashing was called on the play. From my angle here, it just looked like Polozov ran into him. So I thought it'd be more of an interference, but...
yeah, it's an interesting call. Sometimes, I guess, in beer league, just as long as someone who deserves to be in the box gets there, then you can't haggle about statistics too much. But I agree. I would have probably seen that as more interference and slashing, but his body was kind of obscuring what his arms were doing for me as well, so I couldn't really tell quite from my angle.
It looks like Atwell's still sitting down on the bench there, so he's not looking like he's walking around. Now he's getting up. Let's see what the injury situation looks like. He's on the ice, giving it a little bit of a skate around.
Yeah, maybe just maybe joining in the play after the timeout, or maybe at least just taking the fact that the clock stopped to give it a little bit of a test and a whirl. Now he seems to be talking strategy. Looks like he's going to be one of the five out there.
Looks like he's good to go. So I'm glad to see that he wasn't injured on the play.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So we've got a 5-on-3 for the second time this game.
Yeah, huge face-off coming up here. The pylons will definitely want to get the win and clear it before trying to defend 3-on-5.
So we've got Brooke and Jackson on defense. That's good confidence in their abilities. As Dalmato moves the puck around the outside. And Simon's got the puck, and he's going to throw it back along the line to Simon. And it looked like he was looking for a shot there, but he's moving across the other point. It looks like they're trying to set up that there, a little shot, a little one-timer action. Dalmato into the corner to...
Yeah, definitely the...
Oh, that was a nice little deflection.
That was real pretty with I was just noting that Toe Dragons had it set up with right-hand shots on the left and vice versa, so they're set up for one-timers on both sides of the puck.
So 5-on-4. As player returns to action.
Yeah, huge kill for the pylons.
With the puck across to Simon. Simon into the corner to Atwell. Atwell moves in close and tries to center it, but nobody's home. Dalmato back to the point, and a nice shot in on goal, and a good save by Chubba Jr.
Yeah, it did well to see that through all the bodies.
So we got Atwell in the corner losing the puck, and we've got Moses coming out with the puck, firing it wide.
Yeah, absolutely, in a 2-0 hole, he's going to take every chance to try and go short-handed. There's no icing the puck for safety. You've still got to get yourself back into the game.
Absolutely, and Brooke had a nice shot off the blocker of Kennedy that he had to reach for. All right, puck is in the corner. We've got about 16 seconds, so look for them to try to spring Polozov when he's coming out of the box here. All right, puck across and fire it into the mid of Chaba. So we've got 2 seconds. We've got a draw to the left-hand side of Chaba Jr.
Yeah, Polozov, of course, has to wait for the puck to drop before he can get into play anyway, so absolutely. If the Pylons win the face-off, look for them to just bank it off the board straight away, because he'll be coming out in behind the defence.
Looks like Burgle's not even aware that he's coming on out. And look at him, he's hanging up by the point, but they didn't get control, so he's gone back into the zone to play defense. And there's Burgle with the puck. And he fires it in. Kladek didn't touch it, but they're not going to call icing. And they keep going. So Brooks got the puck, and she fires it down.
Beautiful
nice
pass.
Pulls off and
what a
goal! That's 2-1.
Great pass. Equally great finish. Brooke with all the vision in the world and the precision to go with that vision to find Polozov in full stride, who goes in at Canada with speed and beats him on his glove side. We've got a game on our hands for the last 10 and a half minutes.
If you notice, the shot location was pretty good. It was just above the pad, which is the perfect place to kind of shoot because it's hard to get your glove in there. So nice shot.
Absolutely, caught in two minds, and you know it's a great shot when the goalie is praising the shooter.
All right, so Vesey comes in, loses control, but regains it, and backhands it behind the net. And Pylons fired off themselves, but regain the puck in control in the corner. And Simon brings the puck across the line, across to Vesey. Vesey's lost it, but he regains it, pulls out in front, and a good save by Junior. Polozov off his skate, and here comes Pylons through center, but loses it forward, and Vesey's got it up into the roof,
and we're giving out even more souvenirs. Another one goes in behind the goal line. Ethan's picked up the puck and left it on the...
And as we'd say in Canada, that's another one into the end zone for high school football.
All right, it's much like I remember growing up playing soccer in New Zealand. Basically, anyone skied one over the goal, you're like, 3 points.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
All right, so Pylons cleared across to the other side. And we've got Dalmato in the corner. Mackey's got the puck one-on-one, but he holds up looking for some friends. And Toe Dragons, though, pick it up in the corner. And Dalmato with the puck. Nice little move. Almost created a 2-on-1 in deep, but Summertime picks it up to Mackey. And puck gets banged back in, and Dalmato has it. And he circles around, and he's not finding any room to move, but he gets back to the point and almost picks it up on the side. And he's got it behind the net. Throws it forward. Oh, and that's a hard shot wide.
Really hit the game on his stick there, potentially.
Oh, beautiful save by Chaba. Breakaway in low. And another penalty called on Jackson for tripping. Absolutely good call. Unfortunate for the Pylons. That was a definite trip.
Yeah, definite trip, and incredible save by Chubba before. As noted before, he's been making the really tough saves after maybe a couple he want back, but it's good to see that he hasn't let it get to him. He's just continued to focus and make the next one. That's definitely, note that save down if the Pylons can come back and force an equaliser in this game, but they'll be more mindful of killing this penalty off first.
Absolutely. Got up to 24 shots now for the Dragons. Clear in front, but Chaba Jr. intercepts that and Polozov's back 1-on-4. Clears back into his own zone, almost loses the puck, which you don't want to do at that point, but looks like he's looking for...
Polozov copying the Toe Dragons keep away tactic, but doing it all by himself and drawing a penalty.
Well, we've got holding the stick here, it looks like, from Richie. And who's he calling? He's calling Polozov. Another 5-on-3. So this is our third 5-on-3 of the evening.
There you go. For a second there, I thought that he had called a Toe Dragon for the hook, but he's called Polozov for trying to sell the chicken wing.
I actually think that's Polozov's third minor of the game, which according to BHL rules might mean that he's out of the game, but we'll see if that gets enforced.
It's definitely his second, but I trust you, being the play-by-play guy, to have kept a better account of it than me. I know he was in there when Green was for one of the 5-on-3s.
I'm sure that's his third. I might be wrong, but
have we got? If they're keeping live stats for this,
I have been wrong before. Now shot fired wide over the net, and Atwell loses it, but again Delmato gets it, fired out and past Atwell at the point down into the Toe Dragons end. Canada plays the puck in the trapezoid. That would be a penalty there in the old NHL.
Consult the live box score here.
And we got 20 with the puck in the zone. Back to Simon.
That is according to the box score. That is his third penalty of the game.
Oh, look at that! He had a wide open net, and number 20 missed it. Now he got a pad save by Chaba Jr.
Yeah, I've consulted the box score, and that is Polozov's third of the game, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when the time ticks up on that one.
Absolutely. And a wraparound attempt. Didn't go anywhere. Delmato lost the puck out in front, and Chaba Jr. Covered it up. That was a nice save on the wraparound.
Definitely good reflexes, like it kind of pinballed around, but the last one did pinball on target, so Chaba holding his nerve to keep his side in the game.
All right, so we got 6 minutes to go in the game. Pylon's down by 1. We've got...
Yeah, first penalty's up.
And
gone back to at least 5-on-4.
Clears the zone, and across the ice the play goes, and that is offside, so the Dragons are going to have to curl back as Jackson tries to take away the puck. Does for a moment. And into the zone. Penalty over.
Polozov rejoining play now and hoping that none of the officials have heard our chatter.
Well, I'm pretty sure that good old Cam would mention it if he noticed.
Yeah. That's definitely like that's a rule that holds across regular season and playoffs, right? Like it's not one that goes away come playoff time.
Oh, I'm honestly not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, nice little slap in the leather there by Canada.
Right, and great shot from Brooke. The Pylons love shots from Patron.
She's quite a handy player.
As much as they love shots of Patron.
She's got really good skills and plays really tough on the puck.
Well, if the clock's still been ticking there, I believe we should be reaching stop clock time in the last 5 minutes here.
Oh, we got Vesey with a breakaway and a lovely save by Chaba Jr. And a
little bit of carnage as people were trying to struggle to locate the puck, but great save by Chaba. And the danger cleared for now.
We got another penalty calling here. So what do we got here? We've got a tripping call on the Pylons.
And that was one that probably should be called, but definitely a few unhappy Pylons about it.
It's one that you're not sure that gets called in the NHL this time of the game.
No, and especially you think that referees would swallow whistles in playoff games stereotypically, but they've certainly not swallowed them. They're certainly at the end of their lips tonight.
And Paul is playing the puck forward, trying to create a little bit of a opportunity on the penalty kill. Oh, nice pass across to Atwell, but he fanned on it. And the puck is back to the point, and Simon's got it over down low, back up across the other side, and Atwell with a little chip shot. Delmato with the puck, back across the blue line, into the corner. Atwell with a good play gets that shot away, and he has the puck again. I mentioned that. Alrighty, we got Simon here. Puck into the zone, as Ty also just mentioned to me Polozov's 3 minors.
Yeah, the official crew are finally kind of getting that out as Polozov is on the back check now, but I figured my job's to talk about the game, not to help officiate it, so...
No, I think they should possibly let him go, as it's Just some minors, you know. Let's let them play, I think.
Yeah, let the boys play. That's some playoff hockey attitude.
Back checked. Oh, a nice shot. She still gets that away, but a little bit wide. I think she actually had Canada beat on the play.
Sure, possibly did. Showing why she's a NZWI. I don't know where the W goes in that NZ, where the W goes in the NZIHL when it's the Women's League.
Maybe
is
the
it
W
the beginning or the end? Yeah. I think it's somewhere else weird in the middle. That's why it's tripping me up. But she's showing why she's a champion with the Auckland Steel and however you spell the Women's League.
Looks like the Swamp Donkeys are a little bit eager for our game. Already, Wazowski's already changed, and the goalie here is still not.
It's you guys are the ones 2-1 up in the series, yeah?
Yeah.
I would say feel free to go ahead and get changed, but I'm quietly packing myself with the idea of thinking maybe I only need to fill in 2.5 minutes and then it equalizes and go to overtime. And
I'm known for my quick changes, so we'll be fine, provided that Drake's actually moved my gear across.
Yeah, I mean you do what you need to do though. At the end of the day, you've got yourself.
I think we've got a trophy presentation probably happening here, so I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Or overtime.
Yeah, one of the two things, right? But
yeah. And now Gladdick with the puck in the corner. Tries to clear it up. Brooke tries to keep it in, but misses. And so we've got a one-on-one developing with no support. And so puck's tied up in the corner. And the pylons, by the way, are back 5-on-5. Now Polozov's got...
With Polozov still out there for now.
Brooke throws the puck up to Summertime.
I kind of want to see Polozov score an equalizer before the message can get across to the officials, just for the carnage it would cause.
Oh, absolutely. That would be chaos is always the best way, isn't it?
So there's two things I love. It's good hockey, and he plays good hockey, and I also love chaos. So give me both, and I'll be a very happy colored commentator.
Absolutely. Now Polozov with the puck. Oh, slashes Atwell's hand off the draw, and Atwell was had a little bit of pain on that play.
He definitely doesn't want to take another penalty, because I think if he does, the officials would definitely pick it up.
Okay.
It'll be free in the period. That'd be hard to miss.
As Atwell picks it up, that's a good call by Ritchie. Atwell didn't like the call, but it was actually the right call on the play.
Yeah. Well, Atwell's not one to argue about calls.
Not at all. Minute and a half to go in the game. And we've got Polozov on the draw, but losing it. Back. Simon's got it. Flips it across. And into the zone came McDonald. Now, Hayes got the puck. He flips it up. And here comes Moses through. Tries to get it to Polozov, but a little bit too far for him. And Hay tries to keep it in, but is unable to. Blake Jackson does a little nifty.
Oh, empty net.
Oh, and hits the post on that empty net. And Dalmato almost picks that puck off. So the pylons have pulled the goalie. We've got 6-on-5 going on here. And Blake Jackson picks up the puck at center and looks for a play lazily, moves it across the ice to Polozov. Now Polozov flicks it up, and Atwell flicks it in, but off of Polozov's neck and into the corner. 35 seconds to go as Polozov comes through center, fires it in hard and just over top of the net on the deflection. Brooke keeps it in on the line, and it's a 2-on-1 with Atwell, and Atwell is going to easily put that one into the net. 16 seconds to go in the game. 3-1 game. And Cam has come off the ice. I think he's going to do the trophy presentation. I think he's changing. So we've got 16 seconds to go. A 3-1 game. 32 shots for the Dragons. 20 shots for the Pylons. It looks like this is a game, set, match.
You'd certainly think so. It would be the carnage that I dearly love if we can get two goals in 16.4. But I think we can pretty much write the last rights on this one.
VC fires it in and wide.
And
Puck
our
goes
baggy
into the
hip-hop
corner.
fan drives it into the corner to try and finish her off. Oh, still a little bit of feeling here.
Oh, and
A little spice before the handshakes.
yeah, absolutely. Jackson wasn't going to play the puck hard, and it looks like the Dragons were still thinking there's a game here.
Well, I think, it was just, really bizarre to be getting that feisty when the puck's sitting in behind the net. The net that you're attacking when you're already up by 2, but I guess if you've got the spirit of a competitor, you've got the spirit of a competitor, and you can't lose it.
Alrighty, so we've got a draw of 3 seconds to go. Pylon's power play. They're going to pull the goalie just for fun. I like this move.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. And that's the game. All right, well, it's been a pleasure to color comment, to do play-by-play. Will you do the color?
Yeah, but great. Just as much fun to try to add a little bit of color to your excellent play-by-play. So,
all right. So this game has been sponsored by.
I
don't know, what company do you work for?
No, I'm certainly with I like keeping my job. I work for like a very vanilla corporate, so we're absolutely not going to mention them in any of my either commentary or comedy dealings.
Oh, well, then my green corporate we won't mention either. All right.
We're just two business casual boys trying to stay employed in our day jobs.
Absolutely right. So we've got the trophy presentation here.
It's the fun. They were wanting to fight each other just as recently as 30 seconds ago, and now they're all going to shake hands and pat each other on the back. That's the true spirit of hockey at every level, including the beer leagues.
Alrighty, so I'm going to mosey on down to the changing room and get changed for my game.
Yeah, good luck for that. Maybe we'll see 2 cup presentations in one night.
Hopefully, that's what we're aiming for.
Yeah, but
Kyle Kaliniak texted me today and said that he'd appreciate it if I let in a few goals because he's sick tonight and he's not going to be able to make it and he wants to play on Thursday.
Yeah, well, you'll just have to tell him that the Winter League exists too. Of course, I'm sure.
And even offered to throw in a Deja stick there, eh?
Did Deja sticks make goalie sticks as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's interesting.
Quite the bribe, eh?
Yeah. Speaking of, that's at beer league level, that's actually got to be tempting. I admire the commitment of someone to offer up basically half a season's worth of fees, worth of bribes, just to play one more game. It's not the kind of value for money that I'd look to try and get, but some people, the glory means a lot more than any sort of plus minus or.
I'm sure if I tried to collect on it, he'd say he was just joking. So I am going to be playing my hardest and been focusing on the play and see what happens.
Good. I'm glad that no Pakistani match fixes or any briefcase is full of Deja sticks can tempt you. We love the integrity of the game and the commitment to that.
Absolutely. So I'm going to leave this now to the beautiful presentation of the BHL Championship Trophy. I can't remember what we call it.
I can barely remember the names of half these people. How do you expect me to remember what
the trophy's called?
what our imitation Stanley Cup is called? I guess like what's a name for if Stanley's like really regal, like you call, say for what I'm trying to dig at here is like King Charles is Charles, but if you know a Charles who works in a bar and lives in a trailer, you call him Chuck. So I'm looking like for that equivalent of Stanley to name our Stanley Cup impersonation.
Yeah,
it's Stan.
We'll have to maybe pick that up next year.
It's more than just a really iconic Eminem song. It's also the BHL trophy, Stan.
Absolutely, the Stan Cup.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in theory, I don't think this really actually needs me talking. But... All right, Punch Dog about to probably do the most painful moment in dual league management and league player history, of course, handing over the trophy to the other team. But big ups to Cam for organising this league for us all to play in, and for being such a good sport.
summer, look no further than Deja Hockey New Zealand, the official Hockey House hockey stick sponsor. These twigs are fully customizable. You can set your length, curve, grip, kick point, everything you need to get yourself into the game. And what's better, the team that just drafted you, you can get these teams customized onto every single stick with your name, with your number. You'll be a boss. So don't hesitate. Head over to Deja Hockey New Zealand, enter the promo code Buddies Hockey Life, and get yourself 10% off.
Marku, the dude who goes fully nude and rude, epic cup celebration. Can't tell if there'll be drinking out of a jock or all sorts of stuff, but I really don't think that FHL cup is safe. I kind of noticed all his team was out there with tarps off, and I was more caught up in that until I realized that someone had gone everything off. It's yeah, those Finns do things a little different.
Look no further than
He'll be looking for some sort of a sauna now, I'm sure.
The official Hockey House hockey stick sponsor. These twigs are fully customizable. You can set your length, curve, grip, kick point, everything you need to get yourself into the game. And what's better, the team that just drafted you, you can get these teams customized onto every single stick with your name, with your number. You'll be a boss. So don't hesitate. Head over to Deja Hockey New Zealand, enter the promo code Buddies Hockey Life, and get yourself 10% off that first purchase.
All right, we're getting set for the fourth game of the FHL finals between the Swamp Donkeys and Les Coqs. I won't actually be joining you for the whole game. We've got a four-pronged commentary monster about to come out, but at least three of them are in the sheds doing their debrief, changing room beers, and general commiserations, because we're going to have three of the pylons in the shape of Big A, the big boss Cam Punchy Green, and shots of Brooke Patron coming out, and we've got Potvin representing the Donkeys camp apparently. So I'll just set the scene before I get out of the way to let these four somehow do a four-person, two-mic situation. Maybe don't Google that just in case. You should be safe, but yeah, just in case. Don't worry about that. We've already had Marku do the naked skate. I don't know if any of you caught that in between games, but it was on our live stream, so that just pays. That just goes to show that when you're watching the Hockey House, you don't ever want to tune out. Step away to get yourself a cuppa or another cold beer or whatever it is you do. But yeah, anyway, setting the scene on this one. Coqs 2-1 up in the series. Swamp Donkeys fighting for their lives after really absolutely dominating game 1, 6-0, possibly left their goals behind. But yeah, we've already seen one cup presentation today. Will we see the second? Or will we live to see one, at least do or die game 5? I'd personally like that. I'd like to watch a bit of hockey before coming in for the scrimmage that will inevitably happen on Thursday with one game finished. We've got a lot of Swamp support in the chat so far with Mick Hall and Joshua Burt, both showing their love and support, and a little bit of love for the Ice crew as well. Why not get in that chat and let us know if you do want to see the Coqs finish things up tonight, or if whoever comes in next is catering for an exclusively Swamp Donkey crowd. I also realise that I'm the worst commentator on earth, and that I managed to do a whole game without even saying my name once. At the beginning, 6-minute dick penalty was added to the Dragons for with 6 minute. This is my Hawks team chat saying I think there was a pun on Marku's dash. So was that a 6-minute penalty or a 6-inch penalty? Bit of both, according to on ice official Ben. Yeah, like I never said at the beginning of the game, my name's Joachim Hackshaw. That seems ridiculous doing that at the end of my commentary stint instead of the beginning of it, but hey, you got to claim your glory at least once. Here's one of our prospective commentators for Game 2 coming in here, dobro in hand, as is the way. Come in and grab a headset. You're listed for commentating this game, aren't you? I'm just talking rubbish. I was only doing one, so I'm just talking rubbish until we get a full crew here. What's that, sorry?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, I don't even know how to use headsets anymore. That's why I just talk into them. I shouldn't go anywhere near that that technical stuff. Big up to Ty for handling all that. Welcome to the commentary booth, Brooke Patron. I don't know if that's how your name's meant to be pronounced, but that's how I'm doing it.
Yes, that is acceptable. Patron is a personal favorite, but Brooke Patron is actually how it's pronounced. So good job.
Yeah, I try my best. You got off a beauty of a shot in that game, and I said how much your team loves Patron shots, and my play-by-play guy just didn't pick up on it at all.
Oh, what a shame.
I was incredibly disappointed.
Just set you up there for such glory, and you fell so far.
Try my best. My gosh, that puck's bouncing around like a mad thing. Anyway, so commiserations. Really great series by your team, and I think you in particular. You played really well out there, but not to be. What are you going to take away from it and hopefully come back with for next season?
Maybe playing a bit simpler. You know, they're pretty good at the dump and chase, and their speed really comes into play with all their young guys, versus we have some older boys who may not be as quick off the hop, but know how to play smart. So I guess making it simple for them. Yeah,
I think you're showing the sort of youth in your legs by being the first one up to the comm box. I think they're probably still sitting on the bench in the sheds, struggling to get out of their seat. That certainly was a really hard contested game, so I can't blame them. I'd still be in my seat too.
Yeah, I think the Toad Dragons are also really good at somehow just getting that slight, like, couple mils of stick on the puck before anybody else, just to tip it out of reach or into your skates. I've noticed they're, for some reason, really good at that, and that makes it frustrating to play against.
Yeah, no, in a game of inches, that kind of stuff will matter, but,
move on next season, rebuild,
Well, not even next season. You've got. Are you going to be back with the Auckland Steel this year?
Yeah, I'm planning on playing with them. So this is really just training ground.
Yeah,
so
exactly. You've got a real title to defend.
Yeah.
And two home games this season, right? Two home rounds, as opposed to having to be the travelling band this year. You must be really looking forward to getting to play in front of the Steel faithful twice.
Yeah, the girls are chuffed. Absolutely chuffed. A bit less traveling makes it easier on the body and the work schedule, and just, I guess, mentally prepping, being able to play in your own rink.
It's a bit. I've never really had to travel for hockey. Like, I guess most of your workmates, they all know your. Most of your workmates know you do hockey in your other hours.
I don't know if I'd say most. Definitely, like, the people on my in my department. Yeah, they know I come up to Auckland once a week to play hockey, so I think they'll know that in the winter I'll go away.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you sort of lead it all right away? You're saying, I'm off to Queenstown this weekend to play hockey, or do you just sort of say, I'm off to Queenstown this weekend and wait for them to say what for? And you're like, because I'm a travelling hockey player, that's why.
I don't know if they could appreciate that kind of goal so much, just to be all pretty cocky about it. I think maybe I have to specify ice hockey first of all, because they'll think it's field hockey if I just say hockey. But
that's the trap I've laid for myself. Like, I've grown up in New Zealand, as you can tell by my drawl, and then I've always had to call it ice hockey. And then I went and lived for Canada for 2 years, which was just enough to train me into referring to it as in hockey instead of ice hockey, because everyone thought I was really weird there when I'd say ice hockey. They're like,
of course, what other,
Yeah. And then I come back here and tell my workmates that I play hockey, and they're kind of like, what's that like? And then I start talking about skating, and they're like, huh?
Yeah. Wait a second.
I'm like, no, I play the good kind.
Yeah. The good kind.
Yeah, it gets more awkward when one of them's like, oh yeah, my friend plays hockey too, and then I've already said the good kind, and I've rubbished what their friend or son plays, and
chat right on them.
Like, no, well, I will never apologise for being honest.
Yeah, true enough. It is. It's the only kind in my books. Because you have to play right-handed in field hockey, don't you?
I think so, yeah.
And you can't go on your backhand?
Yeah, you can't go. It's like a penalty or a stop and play just for even having the gall to hit it with the backside of the stick, and that's all I'm
not about that life.
Care to know about that game.
And that's where the buck stops. My knowledge.
It's a thing that I'm only just some middle-aged man playing Div 2 here in Auckland, and all my teammates seem to think I have this great backhand, but that's because they're only comparing it to my ability with a forehand. So I mean, relatively they're quite even, but I'm not setting a high benchmark to try and beat.
Yeah, it is all relative.
Yeah, I just have this backhand that can sky it way over the net. Maybe one day I'll actually equal that out to my forehand, which dribbles along the ground, if I get somewhere in between with both of them.
Sometimes you need those.
Yeah, exactly. There is a game happening in front of us.
Oh, what?
You can play-by-play it if you want. I specifically said that I wasn't going to do play-by-play in the last game, and I have no intention of doing that in this game.
I don't know if I know the players well enough, but I can definitely...
There was the same situation I was in the last game. I was like, and Himoto is...
breaking in on the wing? Lost the puck, but his red picks it up again, takes it into the corner. They are on the offensive right now. He's wheeling around. Reverses it back down behind the net. And they still have it, still bouncing back and forth. The Swamp Donkeys, is that their name?
Swamp Donkeys are the orange one, yeah. And it's Coqs in the red.
Okay, Swamp Donkeys bringing it in. Shot goes on net. Stopped by Curtis.
A Curtis of some kind.
Yeah.
But that's what always confuses the hell out of me, is the fact that, Swamp Donkeys and, their link makes sense because it's orange on orange, but these Coqs who tie up to, the guys in white in your league,
and then,
Seals.
It's because it's the French version. You got the Fox and the Coqs.
Yeah.
But it really, yeah.
Yeah, the names make sense, but the uniforms don't, because these reds are so similar to you guys that I keep on thinking that they tie to you. But of course, we had all the cones here cheering you guys on.
Yeah, that was nice of them. Much appreciated.
And they've all gone home to get to bed or whatever it is they do. Funnily enough, they'd rather watch their superstar franchise mates than the game that's actually in their division, but priorities and all.
The wounds are still quite sensitive, obviously.
Yeah, they must obviously be sad on your behalf too, and they don't even get changing room beers to commiserate with either. So
I mean, they probably could have come in to ask, but well. Oh! Swamp Donkeys almost had a one-timer in front of the net, but they lose possession, and now Coqs just barely get out of the zone. Okay, over the red line with it. Coqs are breaking in, but they also lose possession. But then they gain it back in the neutral zone. And they dump it in. No icing. Okay. Swamp Donkey's trying to break it out.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to just completely railroad this. I feel like using I really love coming to Steel games so much that I want to just use this as an opportunity to keep on promoting it more and more. Which two teams are coming up here?
I want to say Queenstown and Christchurch. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, so Wakatipu Wild, is it?
Yes.
And is it Canterbury Inferno?
You got it.
Yeah, I'll let you head to the phone to confirm that. So, I think any Aucklanders listening in, you've got to do your civic duty by helping. Well, I mean, it's all South Island rivalry because we're the only North Island team in there.
True.
So, I absolutely think basically anyone listening within a decent car ride of Auckland should just I'm from Auckland, born and raised, so I'm keeping you girls as my Auckland Steel.
Yeah, nice.
But anyone else from the North Island should just adopt you as the North Island Steel and absolutely get here for any games.
June 22nd, 23rd, the Canterbury Inferno come up to Avondale.
There you go.
And I think it's in August 17th and 18th. The Wakatipu Wild come up to the Avondale rink to play the Auckland Steel. And you know, women's sports, especially women's hockey, ice hockey, is really picking up steam. You know, and you can support by coming to the games, buying tickets, you know, getting your season passes in, getting some jerseys, sponsoring the team also, or there is live stream on YouTube. So there's a lot of different ways that you can show your support for female hockey in New Zealand.
Yeah, absolutely. Find them on Instagram and the like too.
Yep.
What I've found really is I've really enjoyed following the Ferns in the World Tournament recently as well, and obviously being a bloke, I do love the men's game almost as much as I love watching the women's game.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you know, it is what it is. But you girls definitely do a way better job with the Instagram. Like the Ferns.
Oh, we love it.
The Ferns Instagram is so much better than the Ice Blacks Instagram, and it's just not even close.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not. Ricky Lee McLean does the Steel Instagram. I'm not sure who does the Ice Ferns, but the girls love it.
But even the same thing, especially build-ups to tournaments and during the tournaments, they really show a bit of their character and who they are through it. Whereas the Ice Blacks, it's literally just
a faceless mass of hockey players.
Here's the game that's about to happen, and here was the result that just happened after it. So this is an open challenge in a public forum from me to whoever runs the Ice Blacks account to give us a little bit of character for God's sakes and help me.
Good point.
Yeah, and same thing the Admirals. The Admirals account is okay sometimes. The Steel one's always really good. Again, shows the characters, just little things like that actually make people want to get in and believe in the teams.
I guess it might be wow.
Really nasty collision, which you probably
the helmet's come off. Barely. Back on. But anyways, back to the social. Oh dang, he's not feeling good.
You definitely don't want too many injuries, considering they're already playing with about 3 or 4 on the bench at best. Make for a long night for everyone else.
They're winning the series as well, hey? The Coqs?
Yeah, they are. They'll be looking to finish the series off while they still have some players left to play it at this rate.
Yeah, nice.
But continue your thought, please.
About the Steel, I guess female athletes might be used to not getting as much exposure or just attention. So they're used to finding different ways to get that attention.
Yeah, to grind it out.
Yeah, so being better at social media might be one of them, because they know if they do nothing on those platforms, then there'll be less attendance probably and less engagement.
No, it definitely, it definitely makes sense, and kind of like that underdog mentality. You can see it shining through a bit, but it's not exactly like hockey is a majority sport for males or females in this country. Yeah. So I think definitely
it's
a bit of that could.
It's an expensive sport in New Zealand.
Yeah, you're being too kind. I'm just going to keep on putting the boot in.
That's all right.
With
boot.
With the guys, but only because you girls have set such a high benchmark by having awesome social media, and even whoever was running that NZ. I was actually struggling with this before. Where does the W go in NZIHL?
NZWIHL.
Yeah, NZWIHL. That memes page is like even way better than the NZIHL
the
memes.
Official page.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Or that unofficial memes page.
Can't go wrong with a good memes page.
Yeah, there was like a little bit. The NZIHL one was going, but I guess whoever ran it's probably a situation that often happens with social media. It's like some student runs it and then they get a day job and it kind of
it just putters out.
Dies with them. But that page was half NZIHL memes and just half some obvious Admiral supporter hating on the Swarm, which I'm kind of there for too, to be fair. So
fair enough.
Probably the best thing that's so far come out of any of the men's social media was the unofficial one. Actually, I am going to stop putting the boot in now, because being that I have a history with like making videos and writing jokes and stuff, someone's going to get at me and be like, hey, if you don't like it, you can do it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to buy myself another unpaid gig. I've got enough. I already do stand-up and improv for no money, so I think like two like passion projects for nothing is enough. I'm not looking for a third.
I don't know, round it out with a third.
Yeah,
know.
Exactly. Good things coming free. Do they say the same about broken dreams and
broken dreams coming through?
Yeah.
Ooh, no, that's a strikeout.
So yeah, exactly right.
Get hurt so many times.
Yeah. They'll be like, hey, that's enough. You've got a day job.
Yeah, just give it a rest, all right?
Yeah.
Just accept reality like the rest of us.
Exactly right. I learnt on the stream of Game 1 that I didn't actually know that you have some acting chops.
Oh yeah, I do.
I shouldn't.
Benji.
I didn't by any intention mean to like have Broken Dreams be the lead into talking about your acting career, because I've never actually. I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on whether you're awesome or learning.
Oh God, you are backpedaling now, aren't you?
Yeah. No.
Let
me just get a sip of water before we continue. Have you got anything in that regards going on at the moment, or where are we at?
No, I just finished a Roald Dahl play called The Twits with the Hamilton Arts Festival. So that finished, maybe a month ago. That was pretty fun. But I'm planning to go back home in July for a few weeks, and so I won't audition for anything until I'm back from that. I've done a couple short films, I've done like a Rebel Sport commercial and a Woodstock commercial. Those are pretty fun.
Those are very two juxtaposing commercials. I like that they're using you to sell both lifestyles of aspiration.
That's
and
a
just
hockey player, baby.
Yeah, exactly right. The most I honestly think that some of those sort of commercials could do with a little bit more honest marketing, because no one who actually shops at, like, anyone who's elite is getting their stuff paid for and given to them, but they still show elite looking people in the ads. You kind of need like
just your regular Joe.
Yeah, exactly
who might
right.
Pick up running to run a 5K park run sometime.
Yeah, or like rugby boots getting flung by like a pile of post-match beers and
yeah, true actually.
That kind of stuff. Like,
you should let them know.
And especially when they have sales on, they could even like incorporate that, right? Be like
the official Hockey House.
$20
Stick
off,
sponsor.
which is the same as a
These
dozen
twigs are
double
fully
browns. Coincidence?
customized.
We think not.
You can set your
Come on
length,
down.
That's a good point.
Real
grip,
sport, or like an even
kick
maybe
point,
like just a little
everything
cross
you
promotion
need
where
to
like
get yourself into the
I'm thinking
game.
of a
And
rebel
what's
sport
better,
with a liquor
the
license
team
where you
that
can just
just
sort out
drafted
both
you,
needs at
Yeah.
once.
can
Like
get these
Free
little bit of-
things
Thursday night BHL
customized
game.
onto
yeah,
every
exactly. A
single
little bit of
stick
extra
with your
sock
name,
tape
with your
and
number.
a dozen for the boys
You get it.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, boys
So,
and girls.
don't
of course.
hesitate. Head over to
Not a bad
Deja
idea.
Hockey New
but then I
Zealand.
suppose
Enter the promo code
Which one was
Buddies
more
Hockey
fun to
Life
film?
and get yourself 10% off that first purchase.
ooh,
And did you just get paid, or did some of them pay you and give you some of sponsors' product afterwards
yeah,
as well?
like Rebel Sport, you get paid, and I got some like A6 socks and a T-shirt and shorts,
Cool.
so that was pretty good. But that would have been they're both not the most fun, because one, the Rebel Sport one, they had like fake rain coming down, so you're freezing, and then the Woodstock one was in winter, well, like late winter, because you're filming a barbecue scene because it'll air in the summer, so
Yeah.
you're freezing trying to look like you're at a summer barbecue in shorts and a T-shirt, but it's like August. Probably the Woodstock one, I suppose.
So that's like where the real acting chops come in. We have to act like you're not suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. That's probably.
I never thought of that. I think that's why, like, I have to stick to stand-up and improv, because the moment someone yells "cut," do it again at me, I'll be like, "What? What do you mean? This is I
is live, baby."
I go and then I leave. I'm not doing something twice.
Yeah. You missed it the first time. Well, come back next time.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, those are always good. It's always exciting to book something, get a bit of side pocket money. You know, the tax man takes a bit, the agent takes a bit, but you meet some people, something different to do. And yeah, like you asked, usually you get some free product, which is nice.
And I guess it's all just kind of at least being on sets and hopefully networking opportunity as much as getting paid, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, you want something a bit bigger. Get on a Shortland Street one day. Check out my IMDb page.
Yeah, this is Brooke Patron. Look her up on IMDb. I guess for all those agent pages, do you have like a page where they list all your skills?
Yeah.
So-
on my 8.
So it's like if there's any companies that are looking for someone who can skate, I think you might be the
actress.
Yeah, you might be the only skating actress on anyone's book, so hopefully if we can do it's a shame that there's already been a Tonya Harding remake, we can't do one in New Zealand, but
Maybe there'll be like a Hayley Wickenheiser filmed in New Zealand, like a biopic
yeah,
filmed in
exactly.
New Zealand.
How good would that be to have you play Hayley
Oh
Wickenheiser,
my
but
gosh.
down here?
That would be a dream I never realized I had.
There we go.
Wow.
Studios,
I'll
get
start
onto that,
writing it
please.
now.
Yeah.
Get my financing in order. Wow, imagine.
For sure. I'm only going to ask a modest 5% cut for
Yeah.
helping you to come
That's
up with
fair.
the idea.
That's fair.
Or maybe something like, I don't think I'm ever going to learn how to act, but if there's a scene where
Oh,
it
you
needs to
never
be,
know.
if you need a scene filmed in a stand-up comedy club and you need just someone doing stand-up in the background for like one of the wide shots,
Yeah,
I can be that guy.
nice. That sounds like a featured extra.
Yeah.
That's you, baby.
For sure. Chalk it up. Featured extra with absolutely no, well, I guess you could call the improv classes somewhat acting skill,
Yeah.
but
No,
zero.
improv's very important. It's a good skill to have.
But 0 hours of actual real acting training.
Air quotes were made there, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
Real acting.
It's
all real.
Yeah. But
You
I kind of feel bad for the actor who has done for years and probably never booked anything, and then there's some stand-up who's just like, throw me in that.
yeah.
There's
It's funny how it works out that way sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so I can't remember where I was going with that before.
Oh, who knows? We're just watching a hockey game, having a chit chat over a couple beers.
For all those getting driven absolutely insane by the fact that this is happening as opposed to any commentary on the game, it's not like this game is moving at like a breakneck pace. You can probably all figure out what's happening on. by yourselves.
You were misled in thinking that this was play-by-play, but it is actually straight color commentary.
Mick Hall wants to know who's got more chemistry, 23 and 8 or the two commentators.
And kitty emoji. Definitely the two.
Joshua Burt, I ship these commentators. Where's he trying to ship us off to?
It's because I called you baby a couple minutes ago.
I thought you were just generally saying like baby as in like buckle up.
Oh, you didn't catch the wink.
No, I didn't. I didn't at all. I'm just being a professional interviewer here, Mick Burt, and I think I've got like a good 14 years on you, so I'm certainly not trying to make anything happen bar hockey chat.
Age is just a number, baby.
You're safe over there.
Anyways.
Mick's just also irate because you didn't know every player on the world famous Swamp Donkeys.
Well, let's see.
Icing called there 66. I don't know them all either, but he's in the absolute.
We're back to play-by-play.
A little. I've just got to emphasis for 66 because me being not the fittest or fastest skater out there either. I just hate it when you've like busted a lung to attempt to negate an icing and it still gets called, and you're I could have just floated on the red line for the exact same result here, and I've only got so many sprints.
Yeah.
Like
get that anaerobic fitness up.
Yeah. You can sprint up and down all day, whereas me, I'm like, I know exactly how many of these I've got in a game, and I've just used one of them for an icing that I couldn't wave off, so that was a waste.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish the blade of a stick length away from being able to get a goal later, and I'm going to be ruining chasing that icing.
Oh, we got a breakaway. Off the medal.
Ethan is thanking the goaltender's best friend off that one.
Oh yeah, just gave it a tap. Good to see. Good to see he respects the posts. At least that's somebody he respects in the game.
Is that a little bit of shade, or is that just general?
No, that's definitely a lot of shade.
a lot of shade. If any of you want to be sun smart, just come stand next to Brooke when she's talking about tendies.
Just so dark. No.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the 6 players I can name on the ice.
There you go. So he's going to get thoroughly roasted because of that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a dangerous girl to know. Speaking
of that, more icings.
All right. So what is it? Oh, it's 0-0.
Yeah, still 0-0. The Coqs are the ones who are 2-1 up in this series. So the rest of it's mostly all Swamp Donkeys fans in this chat. Maybe a few people at home silently hoping we get 2 hours worth of scrimmage time.
Well, what just happened there?
The puck doing everything but get in the net. We've had a post and then a rebound cleaned up by my co-commentator from before, Curtis having his mind in the game by watching one and then...
Yeah, wow. There was no signal of goal or no goal by the referee, I don't believe, which confused me.
Yeah, it confused me too. I think the referees both just wanted a bit of a chat and maybe a little bit of beer league refereeing where you get the old, do you know what's going on? So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a
they just let it play
battle of wills to see which one of them is going to make the final call.
Yeah, and turns out nobody made a call, so they just lined up and dropped the puck. Oh, here we go. No icing. There's a call. Oh, it takes a funny bounce. Oh, and then the guy...
Absolutely betrayed by the stanchion and then caught out by...
So he rolls into the boards.
Gosh, I was commentating about how you expect referees in a playoff game to start swallowing whistles, but your game was absolutely penalty-laden.
Yeah, it was.
And maybe they've listened to what I said because they certainly seem to have lost them for this game. But I think probably also there's a little bit of a factor of, FHL's a little bit of step up from Div 2 that I play in the winter, but in Div 2 sometimes refs are just caught looking at each other like, was that a check or did the guy fall over?
Yeah, we got a goal there. Through the 5-hole on Ethan. But yeah, I agree. Each division really comes with its own challenges, I would say. Like exactly you're saying, Div 2's tough, whether to know if someone actually deserves a penalty or if the other guy just fell. It's like you need to know each player personally to know how well their ability is.
I still remember a great moment from my very first season playing Div 2. I played hockey for about 3 years when I was 10 to 13, then gave up because I thought I was going to be like a
Stand-up comedian.
Well, no, a top soccer player.
Oh, wow.
And then,
one of those.
But the thing is, in hindsight, me thinking that I was going to make it as a soccer player is probably, for anyone that's seen me do that, it's probably funnier than anything I've said on stage, unfortunately. But either way, I did that for about 20 years until at the ripe old age of 33. I was like, the pro soccer thing's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go see what that hockey's about again.
I think you made the right decision in the end.
Yeah, I'm definitely having way more fun with this. It's kind of nice that it's like a nice, tightly knit community. And the thing about like soccer is because there's so little gear required, you'd see people show up to games about 5 minutes before we're about to start, rock out of their car and just put boots on, and then at the end of the game they just throw a towel on the seat, take their boots off and drive away, whereas here you're kind of forced into the whole, because it still takes some people only 5 minutes to put their gear on, but it takes me damn near half an hour.
Yeah.
But either way, you're kind of just roped into that more changing room banter and situation, which I really like.
Yeah, it is good. You make a good point.
But anyway, like I was about to say, my very first season playing with the Hawks, a bunch of us were all kind of adults playing first season, which is, as you can probably expect, a mess.
Yes.
And we're kind of like almost falling over and bumping into people, but between I think it was the second intermission, a ref came over to us and was like, I don't actually know whether you guys are checking people because you're trying to check people or you're checking them because you can't skate, but either way, stop it or I'm going to eventually have to start calling something.
Yeah.
And
that's nice. Good communication by the ref.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely thoroughly roasted me to the point where it's still stuck with me almost.
To this day.
Yeah, this was almost 10 years ago, and I actually, I think it was 2014, so yeah, coming up to the 10th anniversary of that burn, and I still remember it as if it was yesterday.
Yeah, there's some couple sessions you probably talked about him.
Yeah, for sure. That probably needs to be said on the psychiatrist's couch. But yeah.
The way she goes, hopefully it made you a better player.
Well, I'm certainly not threatening to leave Div 2 anytime soon, but I'm definitely a better player and skater than I was then.
Yeah.
But again, we spoke about low benchmarks before.
Oh, true. The old trusty backhand you got.
So I've gone from being an adult learning to skate again, because there was about there's a 20-year gap in playing and about a 15-year gap in between times on the ice period. But to someone who looks okay compared to other Div 2 players.
Yeah.
So I'll at least claim that.
There you go. It's all relative.
Yeah, but anyway, enough about my glory days or lack of them. Donkeys 1-0 up here with, 3.5 to play in the second period.
The Coqs 1-0
Sorry,
up.
the Coqs 1-0 up. That's how much.
It's all right. That's why you got a second man.
We've got someone here in the chat, Ty, saying the score says 1 to the Donkeys. Ty has fixed that, but I feel like a complete POS for still pointing it out. You're doing a great job, Ty.
Oh, Bartek, what's cracking? Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, Mick Hall, you please collect your mind from the gutter.
Oh! Oh, sorry if that hurt your ears.
No, you're good.
Good dangles. Ethan makes some unorthodox save as per usual and keeps it out of the net.
Oh, absolute battle to try and chip that one out, and looks like it's coming straight back in after all that.
Oh, they both missed it. Excellent. That's a set play.
That was, I think, the Cox attacker was thrown up by the way that 23 did the big dummy wind up, pulled it all the way back and then ended up electing to not chop at it.
You never know what they'll do.
No.
That's the beauty of it.
Speaking of never knowing what they'll do, who knows what Cam and Aaron are up to? I think Cam might have even forgotten that he rostered himself onto this one.
Oh, probably.
He's
a cowboy, absolute cowboy.
I do believe that I think a double brown tastes the most delicious in the Avondale Gardens car park, so who can blame him?
Preach. Oh, we got a Cox lying on the ground. He's pretty puffed. He's looking at the bench, but yep, he's going to the bench. And now, Swamp Donkey's bringing it up. Nice breakout. Ooh, centering pass to the Cox. They turn it up real quick, and we got a one-on-one with some back checkers coming in. Goes around the net. Gonna do a little wraparound. Ethan stops a pretty faint shot, and Donkey's bringing it up. Oh, the Cox were shorthanded, but they are no longer shorthanded, so that's good for them.
They killed the penalty so well that I didn't actually notice that they were on one.
Yeah, agreed. And we got an icing.
That's the mark of a really good power play. Penalty kill, sorry.
We got a face-off in Donkey's end. 50 seconds left. Ethan looking as chill as ever.
Yeah. He'll fire up when the puck drops.
I hope so.
Bartek waving back to you there, Brooke.
Yeah.
Ours.
I already said hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
No, that's what he's saying. He's like saying hello
Yes,
after your
in
hello.
return.
We could just keep on tennising the hellos. Hawks Nation getting represented well in the chat.
Nation.
Well,
Man.
Bartek was skating for us last year, but sadly we've lost him to that while he focuses on goalie duties
Loves
elsewhere.
A bit of goalie duties.
But we
his new glove. Heard he got a new glove.
Yeah, I can't believe that they still had to leave the red in due to their branding when you're paying for personalised equipment.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is, I thought that was a bit unjust, Bartek. You
The
should have
whole part of
complained.
customization.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you.
When I played AAA in high school, I would because my gloves were red, but our team colors were black and gold.
Yeah.
So I taped my glove and then spray painted the red bits gold.
Okay.
It looked mint. So maybe
Backyard
you should do that.
personalisation, mate. Yeah.
Real hoary stuff.
There you go, Bartek. Just hit up Brooke when she's next up in Auckland, and you'll just have to wait.
Paint your brand new glove.
You'll just have to wait a week for it to come back. But a little bit of Hamilton backyard customisation, why not?
Straight from the Tron. That's how we do it.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, straight from what part of Canada are you from? Sorry.
Saskatchewan.
So that's Saskatchewan to the Tron. That's famous best backyard.
Saskatoon to the Tron.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Bartek's trying to do you dirty now. He's questioning the fight put up by your side or praising the fight by the Moose, one of the two.
We'll see. There's still 20 minutes left in the third. What was the score of our game going into the third? 2-0?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And then
it's not that close.
Yeah.
Easy, buddy. What are the shots? 8-11 for the Coqs. No, I'd say 8-11 for the Swamp Donkeys, because the Swamp Donkeys have 11 shots. Okay, we got Mike about to drop the puck. Oh, Ethan's taking his sweet-ass time. Got his pump water bottle in the glove on his way to the net. Love to see it. That is absolute athlete right there. Sorry, these chirps, they're not coming from anything personal. I don't know where they're coming from, but it's fun.
Just general skater to goalie hate.
Yeah,
not like a Brooke on Ethan hate, but just skater to goal.
As a referee, you see the dark side of most players. So
yeah.
It's kind of funny to give them shit for it.
I'm sure.
And that's like you said in our game, the refs probably called possibly too many penalties, but refereeing's a hard job. And they have to control the game and not let it get out of hand as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So it's always a tough line to walk, because really, people are always going to be mad at you for something.
Yeah, no, I think
the
the ultimate, I was at a scrimmage a couple of weeks ago and was talking about my first game of the Winter League season, and old Neil was like, oh yeah, I was one of the linesmen of that game, and I was like, you must have been doing a great job, because I don't remember you being there.
And that is, I suppose that is the mark of a good Of the linesmen, anyways, yeah. Because that's pretty... Linesing is quite a bit more black and white than, like, refereeing or headmanning, calling the penalties.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I've unfortunately, in the past, both in soccer and hockey, been the odd guy to sort of see the red mist descend when a call doesn't go away that he likes, but I've always had to walk it back and apologise because I know I couldn't do a better job myself, and I'm especially thankful that hockey being so small, we always managed to actually get neutral refs.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Adult soccer in Auckland is like so many teams. When I was playing as an adult in like the lower divisions, you'd often just have to have someone from each team. Like sometimes you'd take a turn and do a half each or so something like that. And if you want to see some just terrible, sometimes clueless or sometimes biased or sometimes a combination of both, yeah, that's where you'll find it.
Yeah. Well, that might have been offside.
Yeah.
But yeah, true. Being unbiased is all part of the professional tasks of a referee.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of quickly learned with hockey is like, this is a small community, maybe stop blowing your top when a call doesn't go your way, because the last thing I want to do is be stepping on the ice and one of them thinking, oh, that's frickin' Joachim again. Like, I hate that guy. Yeah. So I was like, all right.
I'll toss him a couple penalties.
And touch wood, it's been... at least it's been long enough since last incident that I think me and all the rest are cool, but you know they have that sign up saying X amount of days. I think we're ticking up a good high number that I can be happy with now.
Nice.
So I'll try my best.
It is funny, even as a ref, like...
But yeah, shout out and thanks to any refs listening on the stream. Love you guys.
Yeah, you do well.
Yeah.
It's funny, even as a ref, like you want to be unbiased, but it's almost like you try so hard to be unbiased that you still lean one way or the other. Yeah. I don't know. It's quite trippy.
The mental gymnastics, right? Like how I guess you see even up calls and even the NHL because they'll start worrying. They're like,
but then you shouldn't even see even up.
Yeah, exactly. Like if one team's given up 4 penalties and one team's given up 4 penalties, as long as you're actually calling everything fairly. Bartek has offered to pay you $3.50 for that expert paint job.
Expert, yeah, that's
that'll buy at least 1 can of double brown, maybe 2 if you shop around. So I think,
what can I get for $3.50?
Well, yeah, $3.50. So
not even an ice cream.
Yeah, I don't even know how much is like because I'm still thinking like when I was a student and dinosaurs roamed the earth like close to 20 years ago. You could buy 20 double browns for $20, and that's I don't know even how much is like a 20 pack. Do they still sell them in 20s or are they reduced to dozens now? What is the current double brown market?
Might be 18. I don't know. Can't say I'm a avid shopper of the Dough Bros.
You just when everyone else brings them into the shed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then I'm all into it. Yeah. They always bring Heinekens, and I swear that's like my most disliked beer. I don't know what it is. I'd say Corona tastes the best after a win, especially. Oh no! I mean, Corona is like, if you've got to add fruit to your beer, then someone's done something wrong with the beer. Yeah, you're a purist in that regard. I see. A little, yeah. Asahi, those are also. Yeah. See, I'm like, I walk both lines. Like, I am a little bit of a craft beer snob. In fact, I used to do like a review channel before I basically realized that I enjoyed drinking without having to set up a camera. More than just the stand-up in you. You're I need to film this. Well, it's just more like it was during the lockdowns when there was no stand-up to do, and I was a little bit like, that's a good idea. Everyone's getting drunk at home every day during lockdown, because what else are we doing? I'm going to at least try and content it, and then I gave up and was like, I just want to drink without setting a camera up. Yeah, so that's fair. How we got to that. And then we are back to drinking then. Drinking regularly. Exactly, but no, but I still do enjoy quite a few of the non-crafts as well, as opposed to just being a beer snob. But I just have a special disdain for... I kind of hard agree when people bring Heineken to the shed after games. I'm like, I've spent the whole game drinking water. Like, why do I need to keep doing it after the game? Oh, tripping penalty. Oh, wow. Coming up here. Seemed a little bit like it could have been skate on skate, but you can... It's the FHL. It's hard to know for sure. Yeah. But the donkeys. But I was also thinking $3.50. Oh, yeah, 18-pack Dobros. I knew it. I would say $3.50. Oh, we're bartering. Brett's bartered me down to $2 for a paint job, I believe. But anyways, $3.50 would get me one of those dented cans at the bin at the liquor store, right? Like, you know,
Yeah,
those
exactly
cans?
right. You've just got to shop around, shop smart.
So we're sorted, actually.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. You might be in luck here.
I could
Bartek.
maybe get 2 cans if I haggle with the liquor man.
Yeah.
Oh, that was actually a pretty nice. Wow, pretty nice little power play around the horn.
That was really good puck movement, moving it D to D and then finding the man down low for the one-timer.
Yeah.
I noticed when they kind of followed on from the same strategy, I noticed in your game in the 5-on-3, they really made an effort to sort of line up 2 left-hand shots on the right and vice versa. Same thing here. The left-hand shot standing on the right side, paying off with the ability to get off the one-timer before Ethan could get across. And the Coqs really have a stranglehold on this game now.
Stranglehold, wow, that
playing
is
for the
aggressive.
cup. Yeah,
I mean, it is 2-0, you're right.
It's aggressive sport.
I'm pretty sure the Pylons got a goal here shortly in their game.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there, Bartek.
What's that, sorry?
Oh, the Pylons got a goal sometime around this mark.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit late, maybe like 8 minutes left, but...
Exactly. Will we see the same fight from the Donkeys? I'd certainly... Oh!
Close. Curtis getting a shaft on it. Oh, and then he gets up and the puck
Curtis
is in
showing that
neutral zone.
the best warm-up strategy for a game really is the commentary booth. Russell Black in the chat saying, and I quote him, saying, this orange team's strategy of giving the red team multiple odd man rushes doesn't seem to be paying off. So, yeah, Rusty, we're both making such a little effort on actually keeping up with a play-by-play that you just type it all in the chat and I'll read it out verbatim.
Yeah, nice.
And we'll get about a 30-second delayed play-by-play going here.
What's that called? A transcriptor? Or just he's typing out the transcript?
Yeah, except it's like a reverse transcriptor because a transcriptor would be telling out. So I'd hate to think it's someone typing out the rubbish that we've been talking.
This is high quality chat.
I take it back. We at least got the message across of getting out and supporting the Auckland Steel, and that's more important than any play-by-play.
That is number one priority.
Yeah, I'm going to reiterate that message. Look out for the Auckland Steel for home games in both July and August.
Yes.
People can Google that if
Defending champions of the NZWIHL.
Yeah, exactly. Your defending champion, Auckland Steel.
Ooh, I like the way that sounds.
Especially when I get to say you're 2-time defending, and I can say that.
Well, we've won it before. So.
You might not want to curse yourselves, but I'm going to be that confident. But Russell Black saying they're missing the guidance and steadying presence of Captain Kalinak, but Russell just chiming in to prove that he does actually know the teams and players. I found it funny that we were getting chewed out for not knowing every player, whereas Russell Black, as a GM in this league, referring to the teams as red and orange was kind of comical there for me.
Yeah.
I guess he cares about players, not opposition team names.
He's trying to be unbiased.
Yeah, that's how dedicated he is to being to running the Rays. Yep, and the Stripes agree with you. That's how dedicated he is to running the Rays. He's like, I don't even want to know other team names. I'm that laser focused on my own team.
I think Benji's also missing from the Swamp Donkeys.
Would Benji be who Brent Parker is referring to as Pepe Le Pew?
Probably, yep.
Yeah, so confirmation from the chat.
Yeah,
so
that's his Goons jersey.
Thanks for the... Yeah, I appreciate...
The insider intel.
I definitely appreciate the fact that this live stream has not only got us like fans, but 100 producers as well, because we could definitely use at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, a lot of behind the scenes work goes on here.
Yeah, for sure. In front of everyone. Other third parties watching this live stream are getting both a hockey game and the Netflix documentary into the making of a hockey game coverage all in one. What more of a bargain can you ask for on your Tuesday?
Check out our Kickstarter.
Yeah, absolutely. And fling a donation and sponsorship to the Steel while you're at it.
On you, Ethan. Doesn't score. Saves. Oh, we got both refs calling a penalty. Wow. I don't see that too often.
No, both in agreement there. We've got a cross-check here. I think the giving him the extras on the ground certainly wasn't going to help his case.
No.
It's certainly...
He might have been falling already. I can't really be sure.
Yeah, it is hard to argue against the cross-check when the whistle's blowing while your stick is still in the guy, though.
Yes.
It's definitely like, even at the height of my most argumentative days, I don't think I could look around and say, ref, when I'm literally still arms extended with the stick in him.
It's a fair point you make, sir.
Yeah. Absolutely huge kill for the Donkeys coming up right now, though. This is sort of series and cup on the line
it's pretty
type
heavy
stuff here.
I would like to see them score 1, if not 2 goals, just to add some spice to the event.
Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't love a little bit of overtime hockey with cup on the line? And who knows, if we get all the way to OT, maybe Punchy and Aaron will eventually show up to commentate this game.
Maybe. I wouldn't hold my breath, but maybe.
Yeah. I sort of kept the headset on to just do a little bit of setting the scene and then told everyone who was supposedly coming up to commentate, and this is turning into the longest introduction on my part ever. But
it's actually just a lolly scramble of whoever you can find in the stands.
Yeah, absolutely, and there's not too many hardy people who have hung around for that.
As much as our fans would not believe it, not a lot of bodies.
More people watching the live stream than in the stands, dare I say.
Does it say somewhere? Viewers 41. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's about 10 times the amount of people in the stands here tonight.
Average viewing duration 16 minutes and 30 seconds. Interesting. So like about 1 period.
Yeah, hopefully people just kind of must have heard about the mighty Auckland Steel and been like, I'm going to save all my hockey watching for that.
Yeah,
and tapped out.
It's going to be good. It was a great season. I got really into it, more than I thought I would. So
it's certainly, a lot of fun. I think
heaps of fun.
I can't remember you played like the final down south though, right? In predetermined territory. I remember watching on the stream. I think it was I still remember how fun it was. I think you guys won a home game at Botany on the Sunday, and my team was playing beer league right after your game.
Oh, when we played Dunedin.
Yeah, and you had to walk through our change room to get back to yours.
Probably.
And my whole team was clapping yours. You walked through.
Yes.
And, that was my team of goofballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hawks.
Cheering on another team of goofballs.
Yeah,
really.
the Hawks love the Steel, so there you go.
Nice.
So of course within the Hawks we've of course got Emma and Ava.
Yeah.
Top of my head, and of course, and Janet, who I think Janet's not a full-time member, but she I think helps with the training squad, etc. at times, I believe, right?
Yes, she does. She comes to the trainings. The Hawks. Does Lachlan play on that team as a skater?
Yeah, she plays on that team. So there you go. That's 3 bona fide squad members and one helper, all within the Hawks. So,
nice.
I mean, we'd love the Steel even if we didn't have that connection, but makes it much easier to
the Auckland teams.
Yeah, for sure.
Playing some Crazy Frog here, get me pumped up.
Yeah, I have gone about 10 years without hearing that song, and I could have gone another 10.
Oh, really?
Quite happily.
I'm a fan of the XLF.
I can't say I am. It might be probably a decent 30 years above the target market age.
Yeah, fair. I think I actually discovered that song quite late, so maybe it's still a bit of a novelty to me.
Possibly, if you didn't discover it when it was constantly getting played and abused, and you'd hear it
and they're playing it again, actually.
Back to that.
It's like a children's version of Fat Boy Slim.
It's a great call. Now, because of course, I think Fat Boy Slim fans probably take themselves incredibly seriously and think they're at the cutting edge of music.
Yes.
And I'm just you're just an adult crazy frog.
Oh, the reverse perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
I like what you've done there.
It's like the improv, one of the improv rules is if this is true, what else is true? And then you can start riding the absurdity curve from that.
Yeah.
It's
like a if-then statement in computer science.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. You're starting to find my day job and my other just nonsense.
Bit of C++, baby.
Well, I can't program.
Me neither. I tried.
I'm just one of the non-technical people that try and include themselves in meetings and then pick up a paycheck.
Yeah, nice. The unsung heroes, really?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, 5 minutes to go with the cup on the line, hitting stop time, so that where the rubber really hits the road, and of course players start yelling at officials if they don't pause the clock instantly when they, I don't know, could have maybe scored goals in the first 50 minutes.
That's such a good point.
Well, 45 minutes, right? 2 15s and then a 20. So. Yeah, sorry, we're both reading the chat at once, but. Bartek saying apparently it's more than 2 minutes if you put your stick in a guy. Yeah, Bartek really took me putting the stick into the guy, literally, like, cross-checking still on the other side of the armour. I think there's all kinds of penalties if you put a stick into the guy. Let's not even try and imagine that picture and how that works out. Yeah.
God,
Brent Parker, I'm not going to read out Brent Parker. Great double save by Ethan, but his defenders still watched him make the double save so well that they were just like, all right, we're just going to leave him to make save after save. And that strategy didn't work out too well for them as the Les Coqs eventually put it in on the third attempt. And yeah, Swamp Donkeys with it all to do now.
Yeah, something's got to give.
If they want to get back into the game, I dare say the Ethan's probably going to get left alone a lot now because it's probably going to be all out attack and a lot of pinching and just trying to desperately get a goal. They need to put this in. Yeah, just a lot of chat about personal beef in the chat. I guess minimise your window and read the chat if you want to know that beef, because I'm not going to go getting involved in dirty laundry. There's enough dirty laundry playing hockey and looking after your own gear without worrying about metaphorical dirty laundry.
Yeah, actually, I think my washing is still sitting in the washing machine from this morning before work.
The worst, right? My other sport is jiu-jitsu, and I went to go use I went to go use my backpack for tonight and found that I had a plastic bag with jiu-jitsu gear still sitting in it, and I was like, I haven't trained since last Wednesday. So
I might burn this now.
Yeah. Fortunately, at least gear is still in the plastic bag, but
the stench is contained.
Yeah, I still like this bag. Still smells a little funny, and I took the hockey deodorizer and sprayed it into my backpack and left my backpack open to hopefully air out. But either way, I was just carting everything in my arms like someone who
holding your breath.
Yeah, well.
Oh, that was a good shot.
Looked like someone who had really overcooked it on the quick shopping trip coming into the rink tonight because my bag was just unusable. Didn't want to have my beautiful Sidney Crosby jersey start picking up jiu-jitsu stuff stank by nestling it in that.
That's sacrilegious right there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Beardsley stays on the blue line.
Donkeys.
Ariane, backhand, just misses the net, but just so close to hitting the net. And she almost keeps it in. Cock coming out 3-on-2. A bit of riff-raff, and then Rob Moon skates it out. He looks like he's going to go straight to Curtis. And they got a penalty, still loose. And the Donkeys are on the power play, I believe. Has somebody got a slash on the Cox?
Yeah, I think Richie was prepared to let the first free slashes go, but by about the fourth...
the fourth one even.
By about the fourth or fifth whack, Richie was like, well, if you're going to keep doing that, I am going to have to ask you to take a seat.
That definitely sounds like Richie logic, which I can agree with.
Yeah, and I believe Richie's saying that to him now. I don't even know why there's some discussion going on now, but maybe he did want to know whether it was the fourth, fifth, or the sixth one that he's getting called for.
Sometimes it seems like the more rambunctious the player is, the more you need to explain the actual rules of why a penalty gets called sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when
it's a teaching lesson, really.
I love it when it's also the most basic ones, like you'd think everyone's heard of slashing.
I agree.
They've gone. The Donkeys have gone empty net to try and turn the 5-on-4 to a 6-on-4. I guess when you need 3 goals in less than 2 minutes, you've got to do that. But that was the most chilled out attempt at getting to the empty net that I've ever seen. I guess.
I don't know. Yeah, just send it.
Yeah.
Okay, but the Donkeys have the puck. They're coming up. This guy's pretty good, number 23. Pew! Oh, straight into the breadbasket of Curtis. Sorry for the sound effects. That's
I was just thinking how much I love how more play-by-play people should possibly be adding their own sound effects. Please don't curb your commentating style for me or anyone else here.
It's just, I don't know what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, a little 1-2 that absolutely flaps. Faffs. But he's going to try again. Oh, he gets it on there. Loose puck in front of the net. Still loose. No, in the breadbasket of Curtis. No, yeah, good call. Good no call. I mean, good no-go call. Minute 14.
It was definitely poked loose after the whistle had blown.
Yeah.
All right, well, Punchy Green has already come and grabbed the trophy. He believes there's a presentation going on. Can the Donkeys pull off an absolute miracle to prove him wrong?
Imagine. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to see it. Wrap around. Oh. No, now it's loose. Didn't quite go through across the goal line. Oh, wow. Donkey defender keeps it in.
Yeah, they're actually showing the benefit of having extra 2 men pretty well.
Yeah, you don't see that. Oh, I was going to say
no ice, of course, because of the penalty, so the Coqs are doing probably just
empty net,
just as good as scoring on the empty net, killing off all this time.
Wow, I'm surprised they have not got a goal.
Yeah.
What do they care? They're winning.
Oh, beautiful poke check.
May have spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Oh, still no goal. Wow.
The Coqs, to their credit, they're obviously men of integrity. They believe that scoring in an empty net is too easy and just not sporting, especially with a margin this big. Maybe with a 1-goal margin, you take the empty net goal, but a 3-goal margin, they're like, no, I don't need any extra unnecessary or unfair scoring.
Yep.
I would quite happily pad out my own stats as much as I can, though, personally, but the Coqs won't care about that because they've just locked up the FHL championship with that win. As you can see, hugs all around for Curtis.
Got his helmet off.
Yeah. Hopefully no one will... Yeah, helmets are coming off. Hopefully that's about all that comes off.
I don't know if a yard sale is necessary.
Yeah. It makes you feel like... Isn't the whole point of doing beer league to make yourself feel like you're in the NHL for just that minute?
Yes.
Get the yard sale going. I'm just hoping that all that comes off this time is helmets, because I think you were still in the sheds commiserating, but Marku did like a nudie lap with the trophy after.
Really?
And poor Paradise staff, the stuff they go through is, of course, like when you're...
Marku doing a nudie lap seems like
Yeah, you can take the Finn out of Finland, but you can't take the Finland out of the Finnish or something like that. But
did he skate with enthusiasm, or did he just plod around naked?
No, I think he at least did like a quick lap and then came back and he wasn't out there for too long. But it was more like, it's funny because the gates were open.
Lap.
Well, it wasn't like a nudie lap. Like he just stayed in that zone. It was like a nudie half.
Absolutely chuffed. That's why he dressed today, probably, so he could do a lap with the cup.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was while the Zamboni doors were open with the Paradise staffer on the Zamboni, waiting to get out there and clean the ice, and Marku's just like, no, I gotta just hold up a second while I do a nudie lap here.
I got a bucket list moment right here.
And she's getting an eyeful of it all. Oh, goalie hugs. Everyone loves a little bit of goalie hugs.
Oh, Chris Noble doing the presentation for the, is it the series MVP, and then as well as the FHL Cup? Does the FHL Cup have a name?
I don't know. I don't even know what the BHL Cup is named. Do you know that?
Nope.
Yeah, we were saying the game before with Curtis and that how both of us knew half the players at best, and then we were like, what's the cup called? I'm like, of course I'm not going to know that if I don't even know half these players.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see.
God, short benches on both sides, really.
Yeah.
Tonight, nobody really felt they needed to be here.
Please give a hand for these guys. What hell of a 4-game series.
Wow, and so that wraps up the Hockey House season, really.
Yeah, all that's left is the potential of a scrimmage on Thursday.
Yeah, true.
3-1. The MVP of the Frank Cup class with 11 goals, 9 apples, and a staggering plus 25. Also in the leadership group, number 17, Jack Rock.
Oh, interesting. All right. So we got, what's his name? Jack Frost?
Well, we can call him that now. I probably the momentum of this presentation is going to move away before I can get to the squad list and actually find his name. But yeah, Jack Frost or Jumping Jack Flash for those Rolling Stones fans out there.
He's got the series MVP
Your
title.
MVP, Jack Rock.
Oh, Chad Croft. So nothing.
I prefer Jack Frost.
Yeah, I do too. That's his name now.
And I think it's only right that since the captain went down, we hand this one to his brother. Number 20, Jared Parker.
Jared Parker,
Yeah.
the brother of the captain, accepting the trophy. Who is the captain? Do you know? Oh, sorry. Yeah, get that roster pulled up.
So Jared Parker's the one who pulled it up. So where's another Parker? It must be. Oh, there's another Jeremy Parker.
Oh, Jeremy.
Their parents have really done us dirty with picking 2 J names and
Exceptionally creative.
And all the first page of roster being like initial surname and me having to be like, I'll click through this and find that. But that's more. We're going to this is more Netflix behind the scenes stuff happening right here. You got Eugene watching from Cape Town in South Africa.
Wow,
which is,
Anya Eugene.
Really, thanks for tuning in here. That's dedication to supporting your friends. If you're watching Beer League.
Yeah, what time would it be over there?
Gosh, I don't know.
Maybe
it's
the morning, actually.
Something like that. All I can kind of reference it by is when the All Blacks play games in South Africa and I'd watch, they'd be playing a nighttime game. It'd be like our breakfast time, so you flip that on its head and maybe it's around breakfast over in South Africa.
I'd like to think so. Good on you. Good on you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks everyone for tuning in to this
the final night of the 2023-2024 Hockey House season.
Yeah, the happiest time for the one carting the trophy around and the saddest time for some because it's the longest possible time until FHL, BHL starts again.
Yeah, true.
We've got our winter leagues to look forward to or keep on going with, and hopefully for those of us who aren't protected players, the ever important decision of do I play hard to try and drive up my draft stock, or do I fly under the radar so that the team I love from this season can redraft me without anyone else knowing who the hell I am?
Yeah.
It's funny, I had a little moment after my first game where I got an assist and I was chuffed for myself, and my summer league captain rolls up and he's like, was it just the assist or did you get any goals? And I'm kind of like, just the assist, like this is a banner moment for me. But I was also kind of, I was like, I don't want to get anyone's attention by getting too many goals or else you guys won't be able to redraft me.
Yeah,
so,
true.
You know,
it's all strategy.
Yeah, exactly right. Just hoping to come back and be a Boucheron once again. But yeah, anyway, they're packing down a desk around me, so that sounds like just as good a time as any to say, reiterate, thanks for tuning in, and thank you to Brooke for actually coming to join me when I thought that I was going to be handing off to 4 people and relieved to just have one. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks to Emma on camera. Thanks to Ty on live stuff. Brooke, I'm Joachim, and thanks to Chris and Ben doing their score bench thing and helping us with the pack down.
Bloody legends as always.
Thanks to the Stripes, and thanks to everyone who bought cans of Dobros. Peace.
Good night.